Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. I know I said I was going to let the other song go, but honestly, I just want to get started. It's been a couple of days since the last live stream. I do want to give you guys an update on a few things life-wise. I've kind of been dealing with a little craziness in my life, kind of fixing a few things around to make sure that, you know, this stays consistent and everything. I will warn you guys, for the next week, we will be pretty consistent on and off random streams, topic streams to the best of my ability. On top of that, the other aspect is I will be leaving for a few days at the end of the month. So I will be gone till, I want to say, October 2nd. No streams, no updates, nothing. And I will be back from the beginning of October all the way to the end. We will try to make it consistent streams as always, because I do miss you guys. Let's say hello to some people in chat. Hello, Mark, Gaming Witch, Rennie, Shogun. Thank you for the 20, bro, by the way, to start us off strong on this donation day. Glitchy, Mr. Gamer, Unfortunate Event, TILR. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. We have a lot to go over. We're going to go over the Oz Media Iillumnaughtii stuff. There's some funny little tipster bits sprinkled throughout this. We're going to go over some other things that have been happening in the community. And personally, I think it's time that I just fucking say it and get my thoughts out there, because it's been eating me up for about a day or two, trying to like figure out how to word it properly since everything came out about a day or two ago. So I want to make sure that, you know, you guys understand where I'm standing on that. Thank you for the 7 months, Rennie. We also have some Act Man drama involving King Thrash. You know me. I love a fucking good retard fight. Jalen is ending her main channel, which I am very surprised by that situation. And we'll take it from there. We'll see where we go. Oh, also, I did notice that DSP apparently speaks out in defense of incest. Apparently, I don't know if... I really hope that's out of context. But let's just get it going. People. Hello, welcome back. Yes, there's Chef. You guys are all excited about Chef. I know. Nobody watches me. Everyone just watches Chef. And that's okay. That's okay, bro. That's okay. I'm totally fine with that. I love that idea that you guys like this. With DSP, it surprises me nothing more. I'm genuinely surprised that DSP has defended incest in some capacity. It's shocking. It's shocking to me. It's actually shocking to me. Teddy, I want you to know that I always saw you... Shut up. Don't worry. We'll maybe get into that. Maybe. I'm a little... That one's going to be fun. That one's going to make me fun. Going to make me a lot of fun.
I want you to know I always saw you as the Jeffrey Epstein of YouTube.
Thank you for the $4.99, dude. JFA with the 2. Could you shut up and play more Gorillaz album? I will be playing Gorillaz more often on this channel. That will happen. Gaming Witch with a $100 donation. Second try at the celebratory $100. Thank you guys so much for your generous donations today. I was not expecting to come back on such a high note. Thank you guys very, very much. Gaming Witch, you are way too generous with your bank account. My offer to you is whenever you want to promote your candle business in my chat, if it is on the up and up, which I have no reason to believe it is not, you are more than welcome to post a link since you are a mod. I have no issue. I will not ask for a cut. I will not ask for affiliate codes or anything. You are more than welcome to do that. I do that with FPS Diesel as well. I know Rennie is technically semi-ambassador to that crap almost. I wouldn't even call it crap. Diesel's coffee is apparently really good. I just haven't bought it. I need to buy it. Gaming Witch is goated, true chat. I want to start off with something. Stop showing off Gaming Witch. What the fuck? We're in a bidding war now. Who wants my love more? No, I'm kidding. Let's get it started. I want to start off with something right off the bat. This photo is a nightmare photo. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's an actual nightmare photo. I hate everything about this photo. Every little fucking thing by this photo. This photo is great. This is the thing, right? This piece of art is amazing. When I say I hate it, that means it's good. That means it's good. Especially for Just a Worm. Just a Worm is one of the best artists that this community has seen in a long time. And I love his artwork, unironically. And this shit is hilarious. The sheer fact that Nicholas Diorio commissioned this himself, when all of like his detractors and haters have been trying to get Worm to make a Diorio artwork, and Worm just goes, Diorio just goes, all right, fuck it, I'll pay for one myself, and it'll be with the most iconic photo in human history. The most iconic photo of Nicholas Diorio, the Penguin, the 1980s Batman villain, the Penguin, Def Noodles, who looks like a crack fiend, and Keemstar. I don't even know how to explain what Keemstar looks like. I really can't do it. I can't even like fathom. Like Worm like completely just ruined Keemstar's face. No, Supernova. We haven't gotten to the Oz stuff. We'll get there eventually. We're taking it slow today. I don't know what Keem's doing. It looks like he huffed like shit in a bag. That's the face that he's given right now. He's got cancer AIDS. True. Keemstar has cancer AIDS. I'm going to get a text message later. Somebody's going to clip that out. Also, speaking of clipping me out, I need to point out Toastify real quick. Motherfucker. What are you doing? No, I'm kidding. I love the fact that people clip my content. You are more than welcome to clip. I have full permission. Just don't upload my VODs all the way through and through. Whatever you do, don't upload my VODs through and through. None of the members only stuff, but you guys are more than welcome to clip. Whoever wants to post them to any channels, you guys are more than welcome to do that. Thank you so much. He got the pug eyes. True, he does. He has the pug inbreeding eyes. We went from cancer AIDS to pug inbreeding eyes. Jesus Christ. It's so great. Yeah, clip me saying dumb shit. That one's my favorite because people have tried to use it against me, and I like laughing when people do it. It's super funny. But Justin Worm's art is amazing. I just wanted to shout him out. If you in the community or any community, doesn't matter, make sure you guys go over and 100% commission Justin Worm. Dude is awesome. Dude is awesome. I love this fucking artwork. It's amazing. So I want to talk about a few things before we get into the Oz media stuff. I know some people are here for Oz. Some people are here for the other stuff. I'm going to space this out. I'm going to have a little bit of fun, serious, then fun again. So we have a system today. It's not just me going over one topic. I've seen that criticism a lot lately, and I actually am taking that into consideration. I'm taking that into serious consideration, that I tend to only do live streams at one topic, and then I just, finish after that. No. We're going to go longer. We're going to do better. We're going to have more topics, more retard shit, more serious shit. It's going to be all of it. It's going to be all of it from now on. And then I'll let creators call in if they feel like it. One topic, did you go over him? Yes, I did. I went over everybody so far in Sad Milk. I went over the Iillumnaughtii stuff when it first started with the Legal Eagle situation, and then all the other Twitter threads from the Click, from Wonderstruck, everything. So we've covered everything in its entirety so far. So I haven't done updates on Iillumnaughtii because it's been pretty quiet. I've heard a lot of stuff behind the scenes, which, Blair, if you're watching this, because apparently you have a hate boner for every person that talks shit about you and maybe threatening to sue them. Blair, I am doing this for informative entertainment purposes. This is not to slander you in any which way imaginable, but you can suck my dick. You can. And the way that you're treating Oz, Wonderstruck, The Click, all these people make you look like a deranged bitch. Anyways, let's move past that part. I want to talk about this. Can we talk about this real quick? Can we talk about this real quick? We need to talk about the ultimate retard fight. I told you Tipster was going to be sprinkled in here. I knew. You knew I can't go a stream without one or two Tipster moments, because the topics we're covering today do include Tipster in some points. I know people are tired of Tipster, but I find this funny. So Flamenco TV versus Just So Tippy. Now, I know Boblax already did a poll. Don't pay attention to that. I need a poll. Who won? The Tip and Flamenco. Now, you cannot vote on this until it's done. Okay? You can't vote on this just yet. You can't do it. You have to wait until we go over this. Cool? Cool. Let's get it done. So, Tipster and Flamenco are having a bit of a back and forth on Twitter. Shout out to Matt Pitt of Now Recording, who was able to document this retard exchange. It's like watching two dipshits at the zoo. Like two gorillas flinging shit at each other with Down syndrome. That's basically the equated nature that I see these two people. Flamenco, I can't do a voice. I can't do the Flamenco voice. I've tried. Excuse me. Let me try it. Let me try like getting my inner Flamenco. Okay, buddy. I can't do it. I have balls. I'm a man. I can't sound like a flamenco. It's impossible. I'm a fucking man. I'm a man that doesn't talk like a massive fucking nerd that hasn't left their house in like 27 years. Like I can't do it. It's impossible. Okay, let me try.
I don't care about Tipster, but Flamenco's my main muse.
We're gonna talk about Blair, crazy bitch talking. Yeah, no, we're getting into that, Jacob. This is just fun. This is fun before this. Don't you have a wife to neglect? Okay, homie. Hey, Flamenco. Daily reminder, your dying wife resents you. Oh my God, this guy is such an asshole. Even I wouldn't say that. Even though I kind of like to poke at Tipster when I can, because it's entertaining to me. Like, I wouldn't say that, but Flamenco's an asshole. Flamenco's on his whole arc. Apparently, Flamenco has threatened to stab Nicholas Diorio as well. Like, that's a whole thing. Like, I don't even know what to do about that. What do I even say? Flamenco wants to stab Nicholas Diorio. Let me ask you, chat. Should Nick be concerned about that? I feel like he shouldn't. I feel like Flamenco will never do anything in his entire life. Tipster. My wife is just fine. She also exists, unlike the lolly VTubers, you fap tooth. Tipster comes back with a haymaker. The lolly VTubers, a haymaker. This is why I said you can't vote yet. He's got a haymaker. The lolly VTubers. Come on, chat. Tipster comes in with a right hook. Flamenco. Just sad, wasting away talking to e-girls. Okay. I could just hear the song, you are coping and seething. I fucking hate this. Weren't you literally super chatting to Pippa 4 months ago? Didn't you jerk off to Shota? Okay, listen. Oh, God damn it, Chef. You got out of the house. Chef, get back inside. None of that. Holy shit. He almost just tried to sprint down the stairs, bro. Holy shit. That was scary. He almost jumped out of a window. Jeez. So, like, where was I?
Nick's blubber will protect him from the knife.
Nick's blubber will protect him from the knife. Holy shit. That's fucking insane, bro. I love that shit so much. So, this whole interaction, right? Like, I know, chat. I know. We don't like Tipster. We don't like Flamenco here. There's a very anti-Flamenco and Tipster chat. And I understand the upset nature that we have to choose between the two of them. If I had to throw my hand into who won here, and if I had to vote, I'm voting Tip. You can't stop the Tip. You literally can't do it. It's impossible. You can't stop the Tip. Why don't we like them? Supernova is very long and very annoying. Trust me. Well, you can watch my content on my channel. If you're more than welcome to, you're more than welcome to Supernova. If not, no big deal. It's just a lot. I also agree that it's two retards fighting. I love this. This retard civil war is so true. I'll admit it. It's a very rare Tipster W. It's a very rare Tipster W. Very rare. Usually, he gets an L. But because it's against Flamenco, and even look at the poll here, the Tip is overwhelming Flamenco the Lolicon lover. So, it's incredible. Nothing can stop the tip. You can't do it. You can't do it. There's nothing wrong with that. Bro, I can't even be mad at the tip. He fucking bodied Flamenco. And it's easy to body Flamenco, right? Like, nothing could be worse than that. Like, nothing could be worse than that. I love that shit. Let's keep going here. So we got the tip. We got the tip moments. Tipster wins by a rounding majority of 67% to 32%. Fuck Flamenco. It is what it is. Thank you for the re-up of the 5 months. Appreciate you. And Teddy with the 5. Thank you, dude. I do want to talk about another thing before we get into the Oz Media stuff. This caught my eye when I was about to go live.
I will be fair and say that while Tipster is a fat Mexican and gay, but Flamenco doesn't leave kids alone, so morally I have to go with Tipster.
Okay, fair. I can't even argue with that. See, that's what I was thinking. It's impossible for me to hate the tip in this situation. I can't do it. We need to have a conversation about Sneako very briefly. I don't want to go into much depth on Sneako because Sneako, I haven't talked about his like new transition he's going in right now. He's transitioning. Congratulations to Sneako for transitioning into a, I don't know, would you call him blue-pilled or black-pilled? I don't even know anymore. Sneako decided to completely throw his grift to the wayside. He has completely walked away from the red pill in all facets. He thinks it's dying. Everyone sucks in it. Andrew Tate hates it. So that means Sneako hates it. The ultimate cuck has cucked the red pill. That is what's happening here. And it's amazing. You woke up and found out that you were blocked by Flam. Yeah, Flam blocks everyone. I'm still not blocked by Flamenco, which is crazy. I'm probably going to get blocked after this. I'll be perfectly honest. Thank you for the 12 months, weird caller guy. I mean, Tipster interacted with Flam. That's a W. That's the most interaction Flamenco's gotten from anybody in months. So with Sneako, right? We've made fun of him pretty consistently on this channel. During the Moist Critical drama. Before that, there's moments where we even talked about him in like brief passing in other streams. I personally really dislike Sneako. And it's not just because he does like the women hate content, right? Which, whatever. If you're an idiot and you think that that's smart content or that it's informative content or that it's going to change your life, you need to be hospitalized. Like, almost immediately. You need to be hospitalized. So, Sneako was on that grift for a while, doing the whole, like, good Muslim bullshit when he isn't a good Muslim. He constantly has sex. He breaks all of his fucking points, right? He does everything against what Islam stands for, and yet somehow he still thinks he's a good Muslim, which is fucking crazy. If you asked Mudahar, the person who is involved in this situation, right? You would actually doing that shit. Hey, mods, can we deal with that real quick? Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. So, right here in regard to the Sneako shit, Sneako is actually realizing that all of his fans are children in all aspects. Like, look at this motherfucker. First off, the child's a fan of the fucking Hurricanes, which you need... I can't. I hate you. I hate you so much. I genuinely hate the Hurricanes. They're actually the worst. The Florida Gators, best team in the region, and the Bills are the best NFL team. Sorry. So, Sneako was meeting with fans, and look at these guys. They're like, what, 14, 15, not even, I would say probably like 13. And he realized right then and there, that his life sucks ass. That he only has children that watch him. And Mudahar made a comment, and I love this comment. Why can't they realize that kids will never resonate with... Oh, wait, hold on. Mudahar. If this was my fan base, and hold on.
This massive
sure.
W up every chance I can. Flamenco blocked me cause I asked him to be my best man at my wedding and paid Chris Henson to acknowledge Flamenco.
Wait a minute, Teddy. Wait a minute. Back off. Flamenco refused to be your best man at your wedding. That is very, very rude of Flamenco. That's maybe the worst thing Flamenco's ever done. Teddy, I support you in your quest to get Flamenco to be your best man. I am 100% behind that. Make sure Flamenco becomes Teddy's best man at his wedding. Thank you for the 10, bro. So Muda quote tweets this situation involving a Sneako meetup, right? If this is my fan base and I met them like this, I put a bullet in my head that second. I would too. Like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of kids that watch YouTube. Not everyone's fan base is predominantly 18 plus. People lie all the time to watch age-restricted videos. Most people that watch YouTube have lied about their age. People have been on the platform since like the early days, have lied about their age consistently. What up, Psych Draws? So it's not crazy that Sneako's fan base is all just fucking children. Like, they're all just disgusting little fucking bastards that are going to grow up to be horrible children in the future. I'm not shocked by that concept. So when Muda sees that and he's like, I would rather kill myself to have this fan base, I agree. I agree on every aspect, because I would not want to be known as a guy that got famous for cucking, a guy that got famous for being a super red pill based retard on the internet, like, and just lying all the time and grifting. I would lose my mind if my fan base was like that. I would disavow all you fucking people. I blame the parents, not Sneako. So the thing is that kids, no matter what, will go around their parents' back. You can blame the parents to like some degree, but not the full degree. It's like it's like a 70 the kid, 30 the parents. The parents should be making sure of what the kids are watching, but you can't stop the kid. The kid, even though they're a kid, should at least not watch that shit. Because even when I was around that age, I never thought that like treating women horribly was based, or that I needed to go and do a whole segment with a bunch of women calling them whores. Like, I never saw that in my mind. Like, are a lot of men and women whores? Abso-fucking-lutely. But I never thought to be like, yeah, the content that I want to watch is a fucking podcast with a bunch of dudes that just talk about getting railed, like banged all the time. That's not entertaining to me. That's fucking boring. I really believe that the parents should be watching what they're doing and taking responsibility for that. But also, you can't stop them. You see what I'm saying? You can't stop these kids. So Sneako responds to Mudahar, why can't they realize that kids will never resonate with fat soy boys? That is the weirdest fucking clapback I've ever heard. I would never, like, it sounds like he's proud that he has kids watching him and they're learning from him, which I find is fucking disgusting. And he also defended cuties. That's also another part. We forgot about the cuties part. Yeah, he got cucked, defended cuties, is a cringe red pillar that doesn't stand for jack shit, grifts whatever the fuck he wants, and defended cuties. Let's not forget the cuties part. I feel like that's something we remember, but we put to the back of our head recently. This guy's a fucking loser. So, Mudahar, I don't get this. Why can't they realize that kids will never resonate with fat soy boys? No shit. Like, they are children, you retard. They don't know any better. Mudahar is at least like a successful dude that has a wife and a family soon and fucking all this other shit, right? What does Sneako have? No girlfriend, a lot of money, going on cringe podcasts, known as a loser across not only internet, but the public space of like mainstream media. And I don't believe in the mainstream media, right? Like, a lot of the time they're fucking dog shit. But parents read that. Grown adults read that for some ungodly reason. You're a joke. You're a laughing stock. Family soon? I don't know. I'm just guessing. I assume that he loves Dojangles enough. You know what I mean? I have no idea. Making inferences. I don't talk to Muda. So the thing is with Sneako, he's proud of these kids. I don't think Muda wants kids to resonate with him. No, nobody wants children to resonate with him. Like, you could be inspired to make content, which is like totally fine, right? You could be inspired to make that content and make any content, but completely dedicating yourself to the ideology that a creator is expounding is not what you should do at all. Like, if they're saying you should say all women are whores, fuck all women. You should take whatever you want all the time and be disrespectful and be a piece of garbage. Yeah, no, that's not a person you should be looking up to. That's somebody that looks like a homeless man on the streets of New York that you point and laugh at. That's the kind of person we're dealing with here. So Muda responds with, how can you call me soy and not be able to drive stick shift? Oh, that is so true. I'm wrong. Flamenco really wants kids to shut up. He does. Listen, joke, Flamenco, before you get mad at me. It's a fucking joke. God. I forgot that Sneako doesn't know how to drive stick shift either. He has no fucking idea whatsoever.
Sneako has his cut chair, a copy of Cuties, a box of tissues, a photo of Andrew Tate shirtless, and Fousey's lips.
True. Do you think that him and Fousey like have a big mural of Andrew Tate and they like have gay sex in front of it? I can't believe I said that. All right. Let's keep going. Sneako wants you to throw up. Me too. Also, I don't watch my partner get fucked by another man, you cuck. Get the beta pussy shit out of here. So fucking true. And then Justin Wang with the important question, fresh off his drama with Maddox, which Maddox is a fucking psychopath. I haven't even covered that. I've been saving that for like a whole day. I've been saving that for a while just for like fun. If I decide to pull it up on stream and just shit on it, because everyone else has done it, so I was like, whatever. I don't really care. I don't really care. But I might. Fresh off the drama with Maddox, why is he so concerned with whose kids resonate with? It's a good question, Wang. It's a good question. Now that we've got past some of the more ridiculous stuff, right, that's been going on the internet. So we have the Nicholas Diorio photo where all the haters, Nicholas Diorio video that all of the detractors, the detractor community of the commentary community wanted a photo first, but he got that. Then we went over the Tipster Flamenco stuff. That was fucking fun. And then Mudahar just completely bending Sneako over a dumpster. Now we're getting into the heart of this. Blair. Iillumnaughtii. Now, I've been covering the Iillumnaughtii stuff for a while. I want to say thank you to all the people that subbed during that time, but I'm also happy that we were able to kind of like bring the Iillumnaughtii stuff a little bit more forward. FPS Diesel has done amazing work with the Blair shit, and his video is very comprehensive. If you need a quick, concise rundown on what is exactly happening with the Iillumnaughtii shit, I recommend FPS Diesel's channel. Now, Oz Media has been somebody that's been relatively quiet. He put out a Twitter thread talking about the Blair stuff, which we actually went over really early on during all of this. This is before the Clicks video, Wonderstruck's video, Swoop's video, Cruel World Happy Minds video, and everyone else's videos. So we kind of went over that pretty briefly, and I've heard a lot of things about what Oz is doing, like behind the scenes, obviously from people that trust. And he's been working his ass off on an Iillumnaughtii video to basically talk about the entire timeline of their time together. Now, there were conversations and rumors that they dated, and you could tell by the title, those rumors are confirmed, thanks to Oz. Now, chat, I want you to think of your worst ex you've ever had, right? Just think about this. The worst ex you have ever had. I've had some bad exes. I'm pretty sure all of you have had some bad exes. Maybe some of you are divorced because you were a bad partner, or maybe that partner was a bad partner to you. You guys need to understand something. This may be the most insane fucking thing I've seen out of an ex. Especially an ex-girlfriend. This is a level that I never thought I'd ever seen in my life. I never thought we'd get to this point where there is blackmail, repossession of a home, potentially, lying, talking about putting them in debts. Like, it's an insane, vindictive situation that is happening right now, and Oz Media kind of like puts it all out there, and I want to let it play and see where we can go with that.
Howdy everyone, I'm Oz, in the flesh. No cartoon avatar this.
Also, to answer Psych Draw's questions, unfortunately, no, I didn't do the tipster. Yeah, that's right. You got tipstered. I had to show this. We got to show this before the Oz Media thing. I have to do it. I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm just having fun. Like, okay, listen. We'll go into the Oz Media thing. Just one more minute. I promise you. So you know how I went over the $100K in debt using their credit to buy expensive cars, committed possible fraud, the blackmailing of them with their repossessed home and $100K in debt? Tipster talked about the Oz Media stuff. Now, I'm just going to let this play, and I want to see how the chat reacts to this.
While I can't remember if this exact word was ever used, she essentially explained to me that because she used company funds to assist me, that she had committed embezzlement. And by converting the amount...
What is he going to do, chat? What is he going to do? Now, you hear the words that she committed embezzlement to help Oz, but also put a fucking shit ton of debt in his name and threatening to repossess his home. How do you think Tipster reacts to that information?
Was ever used. She essentially...
Look how excited he is. He goes back. Just wait.
Essentially explained to me that because she used company funds to assist me, that she had committed embezzlement.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Come on! What is wrong with you? Like, this is a classic Tipster moment. Classic fucking Tipster moment. It's the funniest shit on planet Earth, bro. Listen, I'm not laughing at the Oz Media shit, right? We're going to take that very seriously at my channel because I don't use a soundboard. I'm a grown-ass man. The face, bro. You know, there's this... She's putting me in debt, embezzlement, ruined my credit, repossessing my home, all of these things. And then there's Tipster.
Embezzlement.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I can't believe he did that. Okay. I want to seriously talk about the Oz Media stuff. So let's look into this. Let's see what Oz is presenting to the table here. He fake laughs for so long, true. Like, people think I fake laugh all the time, and you can tell with Tipster it's a fake laugh. My laugh is the most obnoxious shit ever, and people hate my laugh, and I love that they hate it. I love that they hate it.
This time. I'm making this because I'm giving an update to both my regular viewers and those who are here for something a bit more specific.
So this is the thing, right? Like I stated before, Oz Media, behind the scenes, has been working on a very long Iillumnaughtii video. Incredibly long. Now, with that long video comes its challenges. At one point, Oz was threatened with a cease and desist from Iillumnaughtii, a.k.a. Blair, a.k.a. the fat white whale. This individual filed a cease and desist to Oz Media. Now, Oz, you're going to learn, can't fight that lawsuit or that cease and desist notice or anything. So if he puts out this video, he's probably going to get sued, the actual video. So there was a GoFundMe that got put up. I'm pretty sure it hit its goal, which is awesome, right? Super happy about that. I've donated some money to the Oz Media Fund. I want Oz to win this because this is just pathetic. People that do DMCAs, privacy complaints, all this stuff that they believe is correct or just because they want to fuck with somebody, these people are disgusting people, right? Like, we all know that. If that creator isn't doing anything to necessarily slander you, if that creator is just covering you, you shouldn't be forcing DMCAs. You shouldn't be going in and doing a fucking goddamn moment where you just destroy shit, where you just go in and try to fuck someone's livelihood up, because Oz uses YouTube as his primary source of income. And Blair is threatening that in the case of this cease and desist because he can't upload anything about it. He's been scared to upload this entire time. And this gigantic video is the main reason why the GoFundMe was made, because it's helping fund the production of that and take care of any potential legal threat that comes from Blair.
Regular viewers first, I hope this video can help explain where I've been over the last 3 years. For those who are here for the Iillumnaughtii drama, I do have some news, and I'm making this video for full transparency, as I believe this is important in a situation like this. First and foremost, I need to make everyone aware, for reasons that I hope this update will make clear. For my safety, I need to put a short and temporary pause on production of my video on Iillumnaughtii. The video will still, of course, be produced. I just need to put things on a lower burn and return to regular content for the time being, for many reasons. Some of them being the honest truth that I can't afford to continue at this rate, both fiscally and physically. Iillumnaughtii has taken this to a legal front.
Which, again, is insane. And to be honest, it would be funny. I'm seeing a lot of people in chat go, he should get Legal Eagle as his lawyer. Bro, imagine if the man that started this all, because he stole teared paper and highlighting. Imagine if Legal Eagle was the one to handle this. Imagine. That would be great. That would be an amazing full circle on this whole drama, is that Legal Eagle gets involved and just takes up Ozmedia's case and just eats him alive. Now, the thing is, I don't know anything about Legal Eagle outside of the drama, right? So I don't know what kind of case law he works. I don't know what kind of lawyer he is. So he might just be a copyright lawyer, anything along those lines, right? So if he does civil lawsuit cases, and especially defamation cases, he should step in. It would be awesome if Oz could get a hold of him, because I've heard his track record is good with like certain things. I don't know a lot, again, but it would be funny. It would be an amazing like bow to tie on this whole thing.
In the courts because of how poorly things went for her on the internet. As a reminder, for those of you unaware.
So do you hear that part? I know I'm going to pause a lot throughout this, but I need to like emphasize how important this shit is. She sent out this cease and desist notice to Oz, according to Oz, because of how bad she got her ass beat on the internet. That is bitch vibe shit. That is bitch made vibe shit. The reason I'm saying that is because you are the one that treated all these people like garbage. They were afraid to come forward for the longest time. Now that they're doing it and they have evidence to back it up and all the horrible shit that you have said and done, now it's a problem. Now it's slander. Now it's like you can't talk about this at all. Dude, me, Diesel, Augie, everybody covering the Iillumnaughtii shit. Tommy C coming forward with that video about Blair really put like a human perspective to it, that she was a good friend of Shot from the Point, and she fucked over Tommy. She fucked over Matt. Oh no, because Matt wasn't around during that. She fucked over Tommy in general, and now she's doing something even worse to these people, ruining their lives, especially Oz. We need to really focus in on that point, how terrible she's treating these people.
Iillumnaughtii started a fight with a lawyer on Twitter, accused him of copying her style, which then led to other content creators and past collaborators speaking out about their past interactions with her. Iillumnaughtii is the one who took this off of Twitter and brought it onto YouTube, where
Okay, chat, I have a question to ask you. Let me ask you this, chat. The Iillumnaughtii exposed video. One's in the chat if Blair definitely won and she is totally vindicated. Two in the chat if she coped and lied in that video. I'm so curious what the chat has to say after all of these months of covering Iillumnaughtii. I want to see if there's any Iillumnaughtii pro people in my chat, because I will be shocked. Mr. Asian Pie with the what?
Love ya. No homo.
Thank you, Ellis, for the 3 months. Woman like this will die alone. True. Her ovaries will shrivel and she will never have a child. Thank Christ. Shogun with the 1. I'm seeing 2 people. 2 people. 2 whole people. That's crazy. I think we have close to 200 viewers right now. Crazy.
she would then post a suicide note of one of her former employees for the world to see as an attempted own. Now,
oh yeah, that's the other thing. Do you guys remember when she outed Wonderstruck's mental health in the video, trying to vindicate herself? Do you guys remember that? Do you remember when retards were going on the internet and saying, you know what, Blair made a very good response video, aka the dumb bitch that's on the surfs that interviewed iDubbbz? I still hate that woman. I still hate that woman. I hate her so much. Like, I actually still think of that iDubbbz interview. When she came out, she's like, you know what, Iillumnaughtii kind of like did a good thing. She handled it pretty well, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, everybody that thought that was a good thing, I think there was a good majority of people, right, that just saw that video, like myself and a lot of others that looked at that and said, why the hell is she adding? Why is she outing the mental health? That's disgusting.
Feeling mighty empowered while hiding being a lawsuit like a coward.
True.
Only to make a shitstorm larger than a baby arm.
Jesus Christ, Pigeon. You're getting really good at these fucking TTS donos, bro. You're getting too good.
Oh, full transparency, I was one of the creators who spoke out against her, despite the fears and hesitations that I had. I've put a lot of things in my life on hold to produce this video, ending up with nearly 110 pages of a manuscript which details as much of what I can. And
that's fucking crazy. How many words? 110 pages, words are 57,645 characters, 317,000 characters excluding spaces, 260,000. This document, whatever this video is, might be the most insane the most insane video I'm ever going to see in a drama. I don't think I've ever seen someone put together this long of an exposed video for something private. You know what I mean? Like something that is that privately went on. I don't think I've ever seen something this fucking long in my entire life. Like, I've seen a lot of different dramas. I've seen a lot of twit longers drop. I've seen a lot of long form videos, an hour, 2 hours. But this seems like way more than the norm. Like, I feel fucking bad for this guy. I really do. Because when people start fucking with your life, your personal life, and they start making shit worse for you personally instead of just keeping it on the internet where it should stay, it's like another level. It's a level that you have to realize, holy shit, this person is trying to ruin me. I need to do everything I can to fucking fight back. Because if you just lay down and let these people win, instead of like at least doing something behind the scenes or at least trying to combat these people, they're never going to stop. And even if you do combat them, sometimes they won't stop and you're going to be in a forever hornlock war. But it's better than laying down. And I fucking commend Oz for not letting this fat bitch steamroll him.
Only 110 pages of a manuscript which details as much of what I can. And let me tell you something. Converting this monstrosity into a video with its accompanying...
This is only half. It doesn't show the after effects. What the fuck? We're up to 3 hours. Look at that. Over 3 hours. 3.5 hours so far. This video is going to be long. We are going to have a major watch party for that one. We're going to have a major watch party for that video. Fuck, dude. That's going to take forever. I might do it with Diesel. I might ask Diesel to come on. We do it together, bro. Like, we'll both stream at the same time and we'll just fucking do it.
5,000 screenshots has been one hell of a monumental task for me, a one-person team to embark on. I want to get everything right, or more of I need to, and I need to ensure that everyone's stories are factual, but to do so, I need to pump the brakes and not rush this out for the sake of being able to not stress about my next meal, or my next bill for that matter. Because of this, I need to, and more importantly, I want to, continue my regular content so I can afford to live day to day. There is another factor to all of this, a factor which Iillumnaughtii has caused, or as I will be calling her throughout this video, Blair. For full transparency, which will be explored more in my future video, Blair and I dated. We were...
Dude, I could not imagine dating that woman. Holy fuck. I've had bad exes. Everyone has. But I don't think I could date somebody that completely destroys their fucking apartment. Like, do you remember those photos? Do you remember those photos, guys? Like, I'm not joking. Do you remember those fucking photos that came out that Oz leaked to Wonderstruck, and then it made its way to the fucking internet, right? How disgusting that fucking house was. That bitch is vile, fat, disgusting, like everything, right? Like I'm not even gonna be like charitable to Blair. It's not even worth it. What's the point of being charitable? This bitch is insane. If I was dating somebody that was that gross, it wouldn't last longer than a month. I'd be like, okay, are you gonna help me clean? No, I'm not living with you. This is not continuing. Imagine the smell. I won't. I don't want to. I really don't want to imagine the smell. What's up, Mr. Sen? How you doing, man? But like it's gross. And I couldn't imagine dating this woman. Like I know Wonder probably has like good memories with her, and they started dating for, you know, good reasons, but then it's like every other story. You date someone for good reasons and you find out what kind of monster they are beneath. I still remember, I think it was The Click or maybe Wonder, I don't remember which one, that stated that Oz told them that Blair would like check other people's social blades that she didn't like, that she hated, and would just try and like hope that they would continue the downfall. I know Oz and her dated. I'm saying, did I say Wonder? I meant Oz. And it's just, that would be my biggest red flag if my current partner is so obsessed with people that don't even matter in the real world, or people that don't even matter in general to you. Like what do these people have to gain? Why do you have to sit on Social Blade? I said Wonder. I apologize. I meant to say Oz. Thank you, Supernova. But that would be my biggest red flag. Like, why are you stuck on these people? Why are you stuck on these people? This is fucking disgusting. Like, what is wrong with you? How come the house isn't fucking clean? You lard? You fucking whale? Like,
a couple for a decent chunk of time. This puts me in an ungodly complicated situation of doing everything that I can to try and separate the relationship drama from the public drama, as in the process of dating her, there are a lot of things which I bore witness to. Before anything else,
I agree. She's a Discord degenerate. And do you want to know why I think that? And to be honest, everyone knows that. It's because she tells her mods everything. She's constantly in talks with her mods.
And a room like an extra from hoarders, buried alive.
Jesus Christ.
Mr. Clean would have a stroke and start whale hunting.
True. Thank you, Pigeon, for the 5. But like, a CD against me, if she files a CD against me, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. I was able to acquire a very good lawyer very recently. I'm very excited. That dude is awesome.
I want to firmly state that this update is being made with the understanding that there is a likelihood that this will end up in a courtroom. I say this because things have been escalating quite a bit behind the scenes.
Yeah, Saul Goodman's my lawyer.
The stress has certainly been rising. What I can only describe as retaliation from the person who's my ex, former employer, and prior colleague, Blair is in the process of currently foreclosing my home. Because of this stress of Blair taking my home from me, I need to pump the brakes and change directions so I won't be homeless come Christmas. But
can you imagine the stress that puts you under? You're going to lose your home because you aren't making enough money to be able to keep your home, because somebody decided to send a cease and desist to you because they want to let their story be told in the context of an abusive ex. And this person files a cease and desist, and that puts his home at risk. I couldn't imagine doing the Tipster soundbite during this video. The fact that Tipster clicked, oh shit, oh shit. I can't even like fathom thinking of clicking a button during this. I can't do it. Like, I'll make the occasional joke and shit on Blair, but I couldn't imagine hitting, oh shit, oh shit.
Because that's when Blair set my home to foreclose, right before Christmas. And yes, Blair has the power to set the foreclosure sale. This situation was a fear and hesitation that I had from the beginning, even telling Wonder as far—
I'm going to read this. I'd say that if you want to go public, you have pretty much a large portion of Sad Milk backing you. Speaking today has lifted a weight off my chest. I don't have to hide or watch my words. I'm scared, man. She has the power to evict me from my house. That is fucking vile. And if she were to do that, you go public with that too. She gets scared. Double downs and then evicts you. She permanently lose her platform. She wouldn't dare. She She could barely reply to legal eagles. She wouldn't do such a thing. I'm going to be sick. Are you home right now about to talk? That's fucking terrible. I feel so fucking bad.
Back as April, a day before my thread went up, that I was mortified that if I spoke out against Blair or even dared to cross her, that she would retaliate with taking my home from me. When I did speak out, as many of you are aware.
I'm curious. I don't remember in this video if he talks about if Blair has cosign authority on the home, or that she's the additional lender or something like that, where they can potentially force a closure. It's really sticky on that one, because I know how foreclosures work and all that shit, but if it's under Wonder's name and it's Wonder's property and all the paperwork's in Wonder's name, but she's added as a payee or a lesser or something like that, and she's paying the mortgage, maybe. But if all the documents are in his name, he might be okay. But I don't know. I don't know his legal situation in regards to that. I really hope that there's a lot more paperwork in his name than her name.
Blair sent me a cease and desist. A cease and desist, by the way, over a Twitter.
I keep calling him Wonder. Fuck! I meant Oz. They both had the long hair. Thank you for pointing that. I meant Oz. Sorry, Oz, if you're watching. I'm so sorry, bro.
Which she apologized for not only in her video, but as well as privately. Despite this, I persisted on working on my video, continuing the production of something which started as 20 pages, then slowly grew into the novel that it's become. Throughout this entire process, I had the fear that once I released this video, Blair would drop the hammer on me. I've lived the last 4 months of my life with the looming threat of Blair's retaliation, and truth being, from my understanding, she could have done this as early as June.
So think about the position that he's in now. It's not just like by the end of December he's going to lose his home if he doesn't, start making content again to make payments on the home. This individual at any point since the month of June could have lost his home. I could not imagine the amount of stress this guy's under. Holy shit. I can't imagine it. It's fucking terrible. The whole concept of it. You're living in a home that your vindictive ex-girlfriend owns. That ex-girlfriend at any point can kick you the fuck out, and she files a cease and desist against you, which means if you speak out, there's a chance she'll take your home. And this is the woman that talked about like breaking her poop up in a toilet bowl and how big her poop was. Dude, where's the time gone? Where's the time gone with this degenerate?
Why Blair?
I remember just laughing at her and saying how fucking pathetic she is. And then it escalated into false allegations against the clique. Then it escalated into fucking outing Wonder's mental health. Then it escalated her crying about Oz Media. Like, this drama went from funny, kind of funny, but serious, and now, like, vile. Now we're in the vile category of this drama.
Waited so long? I'm honestly unsure. To me, it feels like Blair is taking every course of action that she can to prevent this video from being produced. From legal threats to trying to take my home, which wouldn't be surprising, considering Blair's alleged white-collar crimes I intend to expose with evidence within my video.
Dude! Me and Diesel were right. Me and Diesel were right. Listen. I think me and Diesel did a live stream together on one of the Blair things, or maybe I called into his stream. I don't remember. I think it might have been his. And we were like debating the situation. Oh, no. I think it was Bo Blacks, actually. Let me ease back. I think that was with Bo Blacks and Nick. Very briefly. We were talking about how the car situation went with Wonder, right? Like, who co-signed it? Like, but how does she have the money if she's terrible with money? So that means that there's a co-signer, which means potentially she's getting money from outside sources. Those outside sources could potentially lead to potential fraud. Now, alleged potential fraud before Blair tries to fucking sue me. I'm not shocked by that. I'm not shocked by that statement because apparently, according to Wonder, the Click, Oz, from all the times that they've talked, Blair is terrible with their money. So how can they afford multiple homes? How can they afford multiple BMWs and vehicles that are really fucking expensive? It just doesn't make sense. And apparently they also spent a lot of their money on like Prada, Gucci bags, expensive fucking clothing. How did they do all that? Curious.
Before any of this, however, I am taking the proper legal channels and speaking with the right people to elevate this down the needed path.
I hope legal.
Because of this, it would be unwise of me to reveal further information. I can only assume this is one of the reasons Blair is so determined to shut down my video's production. And to repeat myself from earlier, every word that I speak within this update is with the explicit understanding that this video may end up on the floor of a courtroom.
Oh, no, it will. See, that's the thing about people like this. The autistics that are like Blair, that are crazy with lawsuits or DMCAs or all this shit, right? These people will not stop. This video will end up in a courtroom, and it's fucking horrible. Remember when Petty Page tried to defend Iillumnaughtii before all the evidence came out? She looked like a retard? Yeah, I do remember that. Dude, Paige keeps sticking her foot in her mouth. I have no hate for Paige, but like, Paige, you just gotta wait. You gotta wait before jumping, dude.
In order for me to fight this, regular production of my content is needed to help fund the production of this said video. The reason why I'm...
Hey, not all autistics are like Blair. I know, it's a joke. I'm talking about the bad ones.
Making this update is so it's understood that I'm not just ignoring my obligations and responsibilities and suddenly hiding behind a flurry of videos in hopes that people will one day forget. The reason why this video has taken so much time as it has is not only am I a one-man team producing this, but I'm also continually uncovering more segments to the story and hearing more and more voices that come forward to speak their side of things.
And how many people have come forward? Wasn't it like the editors, the members of Sad Milk, the Tommy C stuff, the Cruel World Happy Mind stuff? How many more people? How many more people has Blair fucked over? Okay, so let's count it out. I would assume that there's maybe 3 editors on 3 editors, right? I'm just going to say 3 editors for Blair. Let's just say that. Then there's the members of Sad Milk, which I believe were about 3 to 4. At least the bigger members, which is Oz, Wonderstruck, and The Click. You also got fucked over by Tommy C. Azothan's a loser. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
Interviews, questionnaires, screenshots, the works. All from a number of individuals. During this process, the video will continue to remain under production. I'm not stopping this because of her retaliation.
One topic.
While she did successfully give me pause, I do fully intend to complete this video. Now, let's talk about how Blair is even able to foreclose on me. What put her in a position of power beyond a landlord. A mortgagee, which...
Oh, I forgot about... Okay, so it's a mortgagee. Yeah, she can foreclose that house whenever she feels like it. It's like the bank. What do I have against Azothan? Watch. I recommend FPS Diesel's live stream as to why I don't have a very good view of Azothan. There's a lot of reasons not to like Azothan. Do I feel bad that Blair treated him like shit? Sure, but he's also a shitty person, so I don't really feel that sympathetic.
In my eyes, is something even worse. As a quick note, Blair's name is not on any of the original documents related to my home. I'm providing all of this information to give full context to the GoFundMe, as I feel it's more than deserved, as, honestly, I would feel guilty as hell putting the video on pause shortly after it hit its funding goal, followed by me just continuing to upload regular content without warning. More details will of course follow with the main video, as I do not have time.
Which is fair. Like, the idea of a GoFundMe is most people will be like, how come the video's not being made? How come the video's not being made? How come the video's not being made? And it's good that he's like coming forward about it and just being upfront. Like, just being upfront about that. And he's just like, the GoFundMe is 100% still being used for that specific reason. Because let's say if he just started uploading, Blair could use that immediately and twist it around and go, well, he just collected the money. All this is fake. He just collected the money. That's not what's going on. That's not what's going on at all. He's got to make money. He can't just focus on one video. Yeah, the $20K was donated to him, but that's all going to legal fees. I don't think people understand how expensive a lawsuit is. My frame of reference for a lawsuit and how expensive they can be, even though it's about DMCA and it's not about defamation, is the H3H3 lawsuit with Matt Haas, where it cost them 3 times more than what the FUPA fund needed. It cost them 3 times more of what they were expecting, and it's just expensive. And it makes sense that Oz is like, all this money is going straight to the lawsuit, which is good. People are still going to accuse him of that, though. See, this is the thing. It doesn't matter what those idiots say. Once this video is out and he's shown proof, which he has, that he's working on the video, it's all there, everything. It's all there. So if anyone turns around and says, well, Oz just pocketed the money and ran, they're not really looking at it from, I guess from a bird's eye view situation, or at least understanding what position he is in. He's going to lose his fucking house if he doesn't start making other videos and trying to like de-stress himself from the gigantic Iillumnaughtii video. Once that's done, it's probably going to be a huge weight off of his chest, but then he has to deal with another weight, which is the lawsuit.
Time to fully expand on everything. As I briefly stated previously, Blair and I dated. We started when I was 20 and she was 28. And currently, I'm 23, almost 24.
Wait a minute, he dated her when he was 20 and she was 28. That's not okay. Listen, grown adults, whatever. I'm not going to sit here and be like, that's kind of weird, but isn't it like, and this is something that like I've noticed with Blair, is that all the people that were under her, weren't they like in their early 20s? Like all the people for like Sad Milk and shit, they were all there for that. Am I thinking about that differently? I feel like she does that. She's used like younger men at the time. And like an example is like Wonder, right? So with Wonder, she bought him a brand new car, put it all in his, like gave it to him, gifted it to him. It's a brand new BMW for some ungodly reason. I have no idea why somebody would buy a brand new BMW for somebody. That's like crazy. I think at the end of the day, she thought it was easy to like actually manipulate the situation to her advantage, because these kids in their 20s, like I know in my 20s, I at least knew semi what I was doing with my money. Like I'm not an idiot that like blew my money on stupid bullshit. I've been saving it for years. So that's why I'm able to do this, right? Because I'm smart with my money in some aspects. But most 20-year-olds, early 20-year-olds, are not like good with their money, like at all. In any context. It's sad because none of them were taught. None of them were shown how to do that. And then you put your trust into a larger, more successful, older individual to hopefully help you out and take care of you. And then they just fuck you over.
In the beginning, Blair walked me into several...
You know who else is bad with money? Fuck you. You can't promote now recording here.
Poor financial decisions. My naivety caused me to believe her reassurances that I could handle all of the financial obligations being dropped onto my shoulders by someone more experienced in life than I was. Why these obligations were placed onto me? At the time, Blair had bad credit, so all of the purchases, loans, everything was being placed in my name.
Okay, she's a fucking scumbag. That's financial... That's financial ruination, in my opinion. At least that's a new term I just made up for myself. This individual saw that they had poor credit. Instead of working on their credit and fixing themselves, leaned on others, young people, to fill the gap that they have made for themselves. That's fucking disgusting. And then on top of that, she was also a shitty girlfriend. So not only were potentially verbally abusive to Oz and just being a shit girlfriend and a hoarder, then you also have the financial aspect that completely destroys them. Completely. I feel so bad. Like Oz's life is just sad. Like I feel bad for this motherfucker.
This included the car that she purchased, then revoked from Wonderstruck. I was on the loan as a cosigner only because of my credit at the time. Eventually, though, the financial responsibilities that I incurred would stack up on me, building a mountain of monthly debt that would lead me into several financially tight months, and eventually just breaking. This would lead me to asking Blair, my partner, for financial help. Financial help for things such as my home, which she was living in. Help from my...
Damn! Gave me Witch with another 100. Thank you, girl. You didn't have to do that. What the hell's wrong with you? You know who else is bad with money? You're killing me. You're killing me. Stop promoting! Whoa! Now recording!
You know who
in my
else is
chat!
bad with money?
Stop it!
Devilish face.
Stop it! What's up, John?
Partner, who at any given time would be making up to 30 times my monthly income. These amounts of assistance would be added to a ledger of debt. And I want to clarify again, Blair wasn't my bank. She wasn't my landlord. She was my partner at this time.
You're promoting yourself. True.
This ledger also includes things such as a non-refundable design fee and land deposit on a multi-million-dollar custom home that she threatened to break up with me if I didn't agree to proceed on this with her.
What? Okay, Oz, I feel bad for you. I do. I get... Okay, what I'm about to say might come across as a little insensitive, but fuck it. I'm going to roll with the dice on this one. Dude, if your ex-girlfriend is trying to get you to co-sign on a multi-million-dollar custom home, don't do it. Don't do it. Even if you love them, don't fucking do it. Do not do that. Bro, if I get married and my wife comes to me and goes, Chris, I want to build a multi-million-dollar home, and she had poor credit, I want to build a multi-million-dollar home, and if you don't sign it, we're getting divorced. I'd look at her and be like, divorce me then. I'm not paying that shit. Fuck you. Like, there's no way.
This guy looks like my mother.
Thank you for the 5
on
gifted.
morning of drinking.
This guy looks like my mom. Jesus Christ, Teddy.
As well as other financial expenses that I
We
honestly
do have a new emote, by the way, chat. The chef emote, courtesy of Mishi.
can't account for, nor even come close to this number when digging through my own finances. This ledger would creep into the range of $180,000, an insurmountable amount where I don't even understand how she...
$180,000. I couldn't imagine being in debt for $2,000. I can't imagine that.
No homo.
Like, I panic when I have like $1,000 on my credit card. I couldn't imagine $180,000 indebted to a crazy person.
Love ya. No
Like, I already panicked that I'm indebted to the bank somehow. I get scared at the idea of being indebted to a fucking bank. I can't imagine being indebted to $180K to a crazy person. $100K is college. $100K is like some people that are buying a really nice fucking house. Like,
love ya. No homo.
I would 100, bro. This is the thing. I'm terrified of like being in debt. I'm terrified of like not having money. It's like the one thing that like scares me more than like spiders. I guess I'm afraid of spiders. If you really want to know what I'm like genuinely afraid of. But $180,000 in debt, bro. No.
got there. That number ballooned
100K is lottery pre-tax, true.
higher and higher, the number ever increasing, and I never questioned it.
I'm also scared of bald people, true. If my haters shaved themselves like bald, I'd be terrified of them. I'd be horrified. If they shaved, facial hair and their hair, I'd be terrified. They'd be the most terrifying thing. If they shaved their eyebrows, I'd be super scared.
Of guilt for needing help. Guilt from her telling everyone, from her friends to my friends, to her employees, to hell, even her Discord staff, about my finances. Oftentimes
Did you guys catch that part? I know we're pausing a lot, but I have to emphasize like how insane this shit is. Did you guys hear that part? That she not only would tell her employees, his friends, her friends, other members of the Sad Milk team, she would tell her Discord mods, this person, I hate using the term terminally online because technically all YouTubers are terminally online, especially the ones that cover like drama or MCNs or anything like MLMs or anything like that, right? We're technically all a form of like terminally online. But this is another level where you're sitting in calls every day talking about mundane shit with your mods or performing gay ops with your mods. All of the, like these kinds of people that live these lives are so sheltered, so sad, and like destroy themselves. And they start destroying other people around them because their lives suck. And Blair is the archetype of that. And fuck, dude.
Employees to hell, even her Discord staff, about my finances, oftentimes unprompted.
I want
Guilt
to build a
involved.
multi-million-dollar house. Do it, or our marriage is over. Well, I hope there are bodybuilders on the dating scene with unicorns to sweep you off your feet, cause that's all you get.
Basically, that's a nicer way of putting it. I would have just said, go fuck yourself. I would have been like, get the fuck out of my face. I would have been a lot more brutal about it. JFA, there's a spider crawling behind my door. Well, it's going to have to kill me then. And Teddy with the $4.99, I'm not terminally online, looks at how many tweets I have. Okay, fine. Exactly. I can't sit here and judge people for being terminally online. I like to tweet.
The fact that everyone I interacted with on a day-to-day basis looked down on me for her words towards me. My own partner, the person who was supposed to be my other half, was actively putting me in a position where she was chipping away at my mental health. I was afraid to tell anyone what was happening because she had convinced me that I was a parasite, that
that you can like feel it.
Looks at how many tweets I have. Okay, fine, maybe.
You can feel the frustration right there. Where Blair put him in such financial distress, ruined his credit, is demanding $180,000 in debt paid, owns his house, all of these things. And then she calls him the parasite to his close friends. That might be the most evil fucking ex-girlfriend I've ever heard in my entire life. That's like bro, I'm like having flashbacks. I'm having flashbacks to like my worst relationship, and it screams of that. Fuck.
I avoided telling anyone who could have helped me see what was happening out of fear of further confirmation, more eyes looking down on me. Something to note, when you're around Blair, your world revolves around her. In my case...
Is it because she's fat? I'm sorry you're crying. I'm sorry you're crying. But is it because she's fat? Is it because she's fat? Does she have an orbit? Is that what it is?
My home was hers, despite her name not being on it. I had no friends out in Colorado, a state that I moved to at the behest of Blair. Only Blair's friends were out here. All of my connections had to be approved by her. I wasn't allowed to be friends with people she didn't like, such as Click in One Topic, or even Wonder, once that...
Bro, that's fucking disgusting. Controlling your friends, too. Bro.
Blair reminds me of a fat Boogie.
If Boogie was actually like a horrible person, then yeah. If Boogie was a horrible person. But I can't ever call, like, I could call Boogie a lot of things, but like not a horrible human being. Small PP, short man Chris, fuck you. I'm taller than you, bitch.
Bridge was burned and reduced to cinders. I was even in a position where my finances were nearly entirely controlled by her, from what debts I took on to later being the fact that she was the person who signed my paychecks. All while my world was painted to me in a light where I should be grateful for her generosity. It wasn't until recently, when I explained my situation to my parents, my friends outside of Blair's control, that I began to understand just how perverse my life had become for nearly 3 years. And I want to add, I tried to pay Blair back in any way that I...
Why are we still... talking about that troglodyte. She got nuked, promised answers, and produced nothing. So the reason I'm still talking about her is more along the lines that I believe that there is way more than what's out there right now. And I have reason to believe that because of people that I know that are very close to this story, that there is a shit ton more to be had here. It's not over. It's not over. Yeah, sure, we could argue. All right, Peepaw. Let me talk to the people that are like, why are we still covering Iillumnaughtii? Okay,
PETA.
let's play the game. Yes, her channel is broken. It's broken. Like when was the last video that she even had that was like a million, like over 100,000, right? Last video over 100,000. This one. That's at least what I'm seeing right off the bat, right? So the Chris Brown thing is the last thing that she had that was 100K, right? Thank you for stopping by, Supernova. Hopefully you come by more often. The reason we're still talking about this is because there, again, is a deep underlying layer that is unfathomable at this point. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. I'm a fucking idiot. There's a level to it that is a deep, deep Marianas Trench level of information that has yet to become public. And I believe that Blair, even though she's already been beaten and downtrodden, sometimes people that continue to act in this manner, to completely commit life ruination, to ruin someone's life, you shouldn't ease off the gas, in my opinion, on some people that are genuinely committing life ruination. Don't ease off the gas. I'll be perfectly honest. If somebody is genuinely doing that to you, if they're doxing you, if they're harassing you, if they're doing like real world harassment, right? Not like internet bullshit. Who gives a fuck about that? But if this person's sending cease and desist, threatening to take their job, all of these things, letting it go is not a good idea because this person will reoffend at a level that is worse later. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. And Wonder is just another piece of the gigantic fucking puzzle we haven't seen yet.
By the way, I felt indentured to her by this debt she had hanging over my head. Hell, I even took a position in her company at a lower pay to try and pay this debt back. Offered to work with her in her crypto farm for free to pay back the debt. Anything that...
Wait a minute, she has a crypto farm? Wait a minute. Crypto farm. White woman. Oz, not Wonder. I meant to say Oz. I keep saying Wonder on accident. My apologies. Oz. She has a crypto farm. Let me think. Crypto farm. Crypto zoo. Save the kids token. Do you think that Blair has a token out there that isn't necessarily tied to her name, like a Illuminaughtii token? Do you think that? I have a weird feeling that she might have her own shitcoin out there. Think about that. Imagine like a CoffeeZilla video on that shit. I don't know anything about crypto at all. I've invested a couple of fucking dollars in crypto, and then I pulled out when I was up. I didn't keep it in there. So like Oz. Thank you, Leo. I will do that. I'm kind of curious now. Her shitcoin is Doge. She owns Dogecoin. But if she does, right? Like now, see, this is the thing, right? When somebody gets exposed for something, then you just keep digging and digging and digging and digging. And sometimes it's unnecessary shit. If she's got a shitcoin out there, I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question, people. I'm not making an allegation. It would just be wild if she did.
I could to try and make myself feel useful.
Don't sue me, Blair.
While I worked for Blair's company, I helped improve it in any way that I could with my knowledge of how YouTube worked. I was able to assist in the push for Blair's channel to make the sudden and stark rise into a new payout range of 6 figures a month. all while I was being paid not even enough to get by with my monthly bills. And Blair was very aware of my finances.
That's fucking disgusting. You help somebody make six-figure income. They put all of the bills in your name. The car, the home, everything. They do everything. Think about that. Think about that. She's making six figures, could easily pay off whatever debt that she has and try and rebuild her credit over, I want to say, a year or two if she has a good financial officer that's really working with them to fix their credit. And doesn't pay Oz even a sliver of that shit. And just put him in financial ruin. Think about that concept. Six figures this bitch was making. And somehow, some way, she was still bad with her money.
I sacrificed a lot of my time to try and recoup this debt while also trying to help save her channel. Because in 2021, due to personal and private reasons expressed to me by Blair, this would lead me to up and almost entirely abandon my channel throughout the year of 2022. More of this story later because there are more pieces. But this led to the end of 2022 where Blair would take advantage of not only my financial strife, but both my legal and financial illiteracy in December of that year. When I was 23 and Blair was nearly 31, Blair, with her lawyer, would create an honestly quite confusing legal document for me to sign where I would agree to pay back her debt.
Dude, this is why people that are young should not get into relationships with people that are older, especially ones that provide like legal documentation. And just be like, bro, I can't do this. Like, I would be horrified. I'd be mortified if my wife or girlfriend came to me and said, we're going to buy $1 million house. I'm going to break up with you if you don't sign the home. Here's a legal document to pay back all the money that you owe me.
The grass is greener on the other side, 'cause it's fertilized with bullshit. Baby arm coin equals bankruptcy.
Jesus Christ, Pigeon. Thank you for the 10, bro. That's just... a lot of kids, like a lot of people in their 20s don't understand their legal rights. Like I had to really sit down. I want to say it's been about 2 weeks now, 2-3 weeks. I really had to sit down with a lawyer and like go over everything because, you know, I'm going to, this is a, you know, I'm doing what I need to do for myself. Just having a lawyer in general, just in case if anything happens, is good. It's good. It's good to have a lawyer. If you are in your 20s, get a cheap fucking lawyer just in case. Fortunately, I have the money that I don't have to have a cheap lawyer. But get one anyways if you can. Doesn't matter if you never fucking use them. Pay the money.
Blair,
I don't have legal rights. I sold him the Keemstar. Yeah, no. Keem doesn't Keem doesn't hold my legal rights. He only keeps my thumb in a jar. He keeps my thumb in a jar as a trophy after he ripped it off.
being the person who signed my checks, knew that I couldn't afford legal representation. Blair also knew that the $2,500 that she was having me pay monthly towards that debt was almost as much as I was making monthly working for her. This would mean that I could barely pay for anything else in my life other than the debt that I owed her. Everything I made working for her was going right back into her pocket. Blair would bring me to her lawyer's office, put me in a room alone with the two of them, with papers in front of me. Papers which I foolishly signed for me.
That's so fucking unfortunate. Dude. Thing is that you sit back and you're like, where are his friends to help him not do this, right? Because, like, I'm thinking about in my position if I was Oz, right? How would I handle this situation? That's usually what I do with a lot of this shit, is I put myself in this situation. If I was in this position, how would I have handled this? I feel like I would have panicked too, but I know that I have friends of mine that would be like, Chris, you're going into a legal office with your fucking girlfriend. Maybe not do that. But the thing is that Oz didn't have that. Blair had full control over Oz and his friends and everything according to Oz. So there was nobody in his corner to be like, you should not sign this. You should have someone else read this over. And I feel fucking bad for this guy. Like, the more and more I learn, the more and more I realize that this shit is just dark. It's dark. Like, the Wonderstruck shit was dark, but this is also dark.
Offering people the gaming witch for a week, you could make this man rich.
Chris, why are you so mean? Why aren't you offering people the gaming witch for a week? First $5 for the buyback, Chris the Thumb Fund.
First $5 for the buyback, Chris Thumb Fund.
Thank you, guys. You guys have been incredibly generous with the donations today. Thank you so much.
Myriad of reasons ranging from Blair expressing that this would mend our relationship, that it was the right thing for me to do, that this would also protect her legally and prevent her from getting into trouble with the IRS. She also would describe to me, and while I can't remember if this...
Wait, it wouldn't get her in trouble with the IRS. Hold on. Hold on. The IRS? What is Blair hiding? Oh, yeah, right. The alleged white-collar crimes. Alleged white-collar crimes. The IRS. Dude, the IRS will destroy you. I would rather have a fucking hitman on me than the IRS. Fuck that. She used him as a shield, potentially against the IRS. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
New donation from Abba Blackbird.
Oh, thank you, Abby. Genuinely appreciate the direct dono. I read those
The
immediately.
wonderful legal troubles of Oz.
Yeah.
He had that band, I couldn't help it.
Abby Blackbird with the direct dono. Blair is the Nigerian prince. Holy shit. Thank you for the direct dono, Abby.
Exact word was ever used. She essentially explained to me that because she used company funds to assist me, that she had committed embezzlement.
Oh, she's fucked. If that's true, she's fucked. She's going to jail. She's going to debtor's jail. She's going to jail. It's happening. She's going to jail. Allegedly going to jail. Allegedly going to jail. Allegedly. I have to say allegedly a lot in this. Thank you for the 2 jacks. Even the Joker doesn't fuck with the IRS. True. It's happening. Send her to the workhouse. It's so Jover. It's Jover, chat. It's Jover. It's so Jover.
And by converting the amount that I owed her into a loan with her company, this would save her skin legally. Now, to most people, that word may not have a lot of meaning. But to me...
Most people that wouldn't have a lot of meaning, Oz, that means a lot. That means a lot. It's not just like this small, insignificant thing people are going to brush over. This is bad. This is really, 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 really bad.
When I was 11,
Isn't kind of also money laundering by using her channel, which she owns as a business, and all the money goes back to her anyways or something? I don't know enough about that to like definitively answer that question. So I'm not even going to speculate on it. Baba, if you want to do your research, I'll probably do it offline. I'm curious about that. I can ask some people. And see what they say.
my mother was incarcerated for this exact crime, a remnant of the 2008 financial crisis. This taught me a very harsh lesson from an early age, but more importantly, Blair was aware of this past of mine. Whether this was used against me, I can't say for certain, but the idea of another person I loved being locked away, but this time for my actions, words cannot describe the guilt that I had. As I briefly stated earlier, Blair used this debt as a promise that this would specifically help mend our relationship, not our friendship, and put us on a better foot.
Okay, Oz, I feel bad for you, buddy. I do. I really, really do. But that's not a healthy relationship. That's not a good thing that you want to keep. That's not a good thing. I know. With hindsight, obviously, with hindsight, I'm saying that, right? And so are you, within hindsight. But the red flag initially, this is something I'm trying to teach people that are watching this. If you're in a relationship and you aren't noticing the red flags, these are really, 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 really big red flags to avoid. Like, massive. Like, I feel so bad for this motherfucker.
It wouldn't be until a few weeks after signing that document that I would learn that she had already moved on, and had almost everyone in my daily life keep this fact a secret from me.
So according to Oz, and I know I'm repeating what he just said, but I'm like, I don't remember that part when I watched this before, right? Because I tried to pre-screen watch some stuff, and I watched this when it came out. I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that last time. Gets him into a lawyer's office, has him sign a contract he barely understands with a lawyer in a room without another lawyer present, which, to be honest, that other lawyer's, in a sense, potentially fucked because they didn't go through with it enough for Oz to understand the document, nor did he have any legal representation with him. Second, Blair used this as an opportunity to say it's going to fix our relationship. It's going to fix our relationship between me and you as partners, not as friends, partners. And she moved on to another person during that time frame. Or allegedly, in my opinion, during the contract signing. Now, allegedly, that's me theory crafting a little bit, Blair, before you try to sue me. That's the most disgusting shit I've ever seen in my life.
Blair used all of this, promises of reconciliation and other factors, which will soon be further elaborated on, as means to get me to sign a document known as a deed of trust. I wasn't aware of the power that this document held, what it does, what it allowed her to do.
All right, see, now I'm curious. I didn't look this up last time. Let's take a look. Deed of trust. Okay, we're going to go on Rocket Mortgage. This is updated on June 9th. I'm so curious what this documentation entails. I want to apply for a mortgage paper. What is a deed of trust? A deed of trust is an agreement between home buyer and the lender. So Blair would be the lender at the closing of the property. The agreement states that the home buyer will repay the home loan and the mortgage lender will hold the property's legal title until the loan is fully paid. A deed of trust is a type of secured real estate transaction that some states use instead of mortgages. The three parties involved in a deed of trust: truster, trustee, beneficiary. So let's see here. The third party holds legal title to the real property. So these two aspects, I believe, are Blair. This is Oz. These factors include the original loan amount, description of the property, names of all parties involved, the inception and maturity date of the loan, fees, what happens in the case of mortgage default, that's interesting, and more depending on the nature of the state. That's fucking gross, bro. That's fucking gross. I could not imagine putting my whole life in my hands of my girlfriend. Jesus. Dude, I feel so bad for Oz.
There are more red flags here than a Chinese Communist Party parade, and fittingly enough because this hoe that enjoys ho-hos looks like the Starbucks version of Zai jumping. Winnie the baby arm poo.
Shit! Don't make me laugh.
Again,
This is serious. Fuck!
I couldn't afford legal representation. She knew this.
I am not laughing at Oz. I'm laughing at the super chat.
This document gave her the power to foreclose if I was unable to make a monthly payment of nearly $2,500 for nearly a decade. Blair knew that even with my income working for her, that this wasn't possible. So, it feels as though she knew that I would be destined to fall behind, that this outcome was inevitable. If the home is foreclosed or if I decide to sell, Blair gets an immediate payout, and it's because of this that I'm hesitant to take the easy way out. There's also the fact that there's just not enough equity in the home, that if this were to foreclose upon, Blair would still be out money, and she could then sue me further to get that money back. If you're looking for an easy point of evidence, as you can see with Wonder, Blair has a habit of taking advantage of younger men, 8 years younger than her, and their financial illiteracy for her own personal gain. Originally,
This is where, like, this is my rant about, like, how poor the American fucking educational system is. This is where we're going to get a little boring, right? The educational system teaching men and women how to handle their finances and what to do and what not to do in the event of a lawsuit or a lawyer situation is happening and not being prepared for that, that is so, like, it causes so many fucking issues. And I'll admit it, it comes across as predatory that these young guys put all their financial stock in this individual. They're working for this individual. They trust this individual, and then they underhandedly just start fucking chipping away at them, put loans in their names, force them to pay for shit, have them pay $180K in debt. Like, this is actual. What's the exact words I want to use here? This is life ruination of a young individual. Like, I can't rationalize being in Oz's position. I can't even fathom it. It's gross. It's sad. And I feel genuinely sorry for him. Also, give me 1 second. I have to unchain the door. Just had to unchain it for a second so I can let my roommate in. I can imagine having credit card debt. See, that's the thing. I can imagine, like, we can all imagine, like, credit card debt, right? But we can't imagine, like, owing $180,000 to your ex-girlfriend. You know, some people have really large student loans to pay off, and that people could all come to grips with that, right? But imagine owing $180,000 to your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend, and the one that hates you. I'm talking about the one that you, like, once in a while just wake up and go, I wonder what that bitch is doing or what that asshole's doing. Like, I couldn't imagine just, like, being indebted to my worst ex-girlfriend.
I assumed that I would have the video produced by now, but unfortunately, I overestimated my abilities and also had to deal with the legal and financial stress which followed. It's obvious to me that I need to focus on myself and not destroy my well-being for this video. This, of course, leads me to the GoFundMe. Not a penny of what has been raised will be used to repay Blair. I will be using the aid given for legal fees and only necessary expenses. The purpose is to aid me in potentially breaking out of what I can only call a manipulative situation with several lanes of legal red tape in front of me. This money will be used to secure a legal retainer and any legal cost, and once and only once the legal front is secured, will I use the funding to help with monthly finances related to securing my home. Finances which are not tied to Blair in any way. I also want to add that I'm not trying to escape any debt that I may rightfully owe Blair. I just don't want to fucking lose my home or lose it from retaliation. For further future transparency, I intend to provide updates with my GoFundMe, which will include progress updates and invoices when applicable. I intend to be as transparent as I legally can throughout all of this. And of course, I wanted to thank everyone for their patience with me. And I felt that this update was more than deserved for everyone who's been here so far. Thank you all.
Bro, that was gut-wrenching to get through. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, that was gut-wrenching. So make sure you guys go over and support Oz. Oz definitely deserves everything that he needs. I've heard that the GoFundMe hit 20K, which is good. You know, at least he has the coverage for the legal fees and, like, basic necessities and stuff. I don't know where the rest of the 20 is going. I'm assuming that money is going to be used as like a backup in the event that the 4K, I think that was supposed to be raised, gets drained. So let's hope that it doesn't go that far. Let's hope Blair pulls her head out of her ass and doesn't actually sue this guy. I would feel terrible about it.
Also, she took the furniture.
She took the... What? Okay, what? I didn't know that part. Wait a minute. See, that's where I ended when I watched this. She took the furniture. Bro, this is the kind of ex-girlfriend fucking shit I'd be terrified to have. Taking my furniture, $180K in debt to them. They own my house. Bro, I wouldn't have been able to keep going. I would have just, I'm not going to lie, I would have given up. I would have been like, holy shit, I'm indebted to this person for the rest of my life. It shows that Oz is definitely doing the right thing and fighting back. Fuck Blair. Blair's a piece of human shit. And that's all I have to say about it. Support Oz wherever you can. Watch his videos. Give him a like on his videos so it pushes it in the algorithm. Help him get some cash to make sure that he can fight this legal battle if you really hate Blair. And if you like Oz's content, you know, I've gone through Oz's channel before. I've enjoyed his content before. Yeah, a lot of the Reddit stuff. But if you enjoy Reddit content, I highly recommend you check out Oz. That's a pretty big one. Let me take a quick break here. Let's take a look at this. We're at the halfway point. Also, guys, thank you so much for the 6,303 subscribers so far. Genuinely appreciate that. That means a lot. With 213 viewers, make sure we get those likes up to 100. Appreciate you guys. I wanted to talk about the Blair thing. I think that's important to keep getting updates on. We do have a couple of other things to go through, so if you want to stick around, you can. If you were just here for the Blair stuff, I genuinely appreciate you guys just watching in general. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get into the, you know what? Do I really want to talk about the Jalen thing? I kind of just feel bad for Jalen at this point. Kinda. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to move past it. Sorry if you were looking forward to the Jalen stuff, I'm just gonna move past it. Jalen, just get your life together. What more can I say? Like what more can I say? Get your life together. You know, that isn't a knock at you. That isn't me being mean at you. That means that I genuinely want you to get your life together. It's too low hanging. And I think Jalen just needs, you know, help. In the context of taking care of themselves. It is what it is. I want to talk about something else. We haven't talked about, like, the Act Man since, like, the inception of this channel, right? Like, since the Quantum Act Man's era of YouTube. We haven't done it. And Minxie and Gara, I know, all the time. We're doing that shit, right? So they cover all this kind of like gamer shit, right? So there's this guy named King Thrash. I don't know anything about this guy in the context of that he's a reviewer, but apparently he gets clowned on like all the time by my people, my associates around me, and it's super funny because I actually like sit down and I look at gaming topics and shit. I love it. I love all of the salt bullshit that they put on. I watch Gara's videos all the time. The reason I found out about King Thrash is because apparently his Starfield coverage was him being like, you can't land on a gas giant. Dude, it's a gas giant. You can't land on a gas giant. It's like actually impossible. Thank you for stopping by, Weaver of Dreams. Thank you to everyone that stopped by for the Blair stuff. This is where we're getting into other forms of content. I'm expanding out to just that aspect. So now we're coming into an Act Man situation where this retard who thinks that you can't, he wanted to land on a gas giant, had a problem with the Act Man. I don't know what about. I'm going completely blind into this. Didn't look anything up. I have no idea what was said. So I might be wrong. So let's take a look. King Thrash tweets at the Act Man. Had a few things to say about your boy. Oddly, he didn't at me. Guess he knew what I do. I wasn't going to respond, but I just couldn't help myself. Join us today at 6 p.m. Pacific, and we will break down his idiotic, slightly racial take on my comment. See, that one caught my eye, and I was like, racial comment? Racial comment? The fuck? Like, don't get me wrong. Everyone has, like, cringe old videos. And we've already talked about the Act Man's, like, edgier content back in the day. It's things I wouldn't say publicly, but he that was the times, you know? It is what it is. I don't think nowadays he would make a racial take. I don't know. I don't see that. So the Act Man responds with slightly racial take. Bruh, you ain't dumb because of your race. You're dumb because you're a Neanderthal that doesn't know what 12 times X is or what a gas giant is. Go back and get your elementary school diploma. We can talk then. Until then, don't at me, you clown. See, so now I'm curious.
What up, gamer? It's your boy Keith Resbeck.
All right. I'm going to warn you guys. We're not going to sit here and watch the full 50 minutes. I'm not fucking doing that. It's not happening. I would rather fucking blow my brains out on the side of the road. But it's just interesting. It's an interesting concept. I really hope in the beginning he gets like right to the point so I can laugh at this shit. And Pigeon, link me the Act Man's video with the timestamp where he talks about King Thrash. I'm like so curious. Like what got King Thrash so mad? Thank you for the 20 though, bro. Appreciate you. Huge donation day. Huge viewership day. Means a lot. Even though we probably lost some viewers after the fact. Thank you guys so much. King Thrash is unwatchable. How bad is this guy?
Crash course on King Thrash.
Okay.
He's a Sony pony who defended JTech dick pics, wants to land on gas giants and the sun in Starfield.
Shut
Can't
up.
do basic math. Thinks 12 is bigger than 14.
What?
Can't speak English and uses race cards.
Okay, we need to like rewind. He defended the JTech dick pic thing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that the clip that I posted to Twitter? Is that guy? Is that one of the guys? No fucking way. Okay, yeah. This dude's on the chopping block. This dude's on the chopping block. I want to see what this guy has to say. If you don't know, we did cover JTech a while ago. When the fuck was that? When was the JTech thing? Hold on. When was the JTech thing? I am so fucking curious. When was the JTech thing? JTech was 2 months ago. We covered JTech's, like, we did a retrospective on JTech. Because I always heard Gar and Minxie like clown on this dude, and I'm like, there's no way he's that bad. And then I looked into it, and we saw the It's a Gundam video, and I'm like, oh, this is bad. So you're telling me that this guy defended a man that sent unsolicited dick pics to random women and uses the raise card a bunch. Oh man, this is gonna be good. I'm already excited.
The game of the video. Man, let's rattle. Look. I'm gonna make this one quick, but not quick. But
wait a minute. What the fuck was that opening?
What up, gamer? It's your boy Keith Resbeck, and once again in the video.
Why did he say it like that? That just sounded like he was whispering in my ear. That was the most uncomfortable opening I've ever heard in my entire life. I've watched some cringe fucking content. I love cringe content. It's my goddamn favorite. I look up the cringiest shit that I can find to make myself laugh. That was maybe the worst thing I've ever heard. That felt like he was in my ear just going, hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hated that. Ugh. Fucking creep shit.
Man, let's rattle. Look. I'm gonna make this one quick, but not quick, but quick enough to be quick.
Is this dude a troll? This dude has to be a troll. I'm sorry I'm pausing. We haven't even gotten to the beginning of this, and I already hate this video. Is he a troll? He's coming across as a fucking troll. I'm gonna be honest. He's not a troll. Is he being serious? That whole sentence was just garbage. Like, I'm gonna make this quick, but not quick enough to be quick enough to be quick. This is not a real human being.
You see, it's probably one of my last Starfield videos, right? And it's not because fanboys are getting mad that I'm talking about the facts of Starfield.
Bro, you said you can't land on a gas giant. I've been playing the fuck out of Starfield. There is one mission you get into a gas giant, close to a gas giant actually, but you can't go in. I mean, you can't land. You can't land. You can go in, I think, but you can't land. That was the pirate mission. I know that one. I let the Crimson Fleet destroy. I let the Crimson Fleet live. That was awesome. I love being a space pirate.
All right. It's just that, I got things to do. All right.
I got things to do, but we'll make an hour-long video about one segment of the Act Man's video. This is gonna be interesting. I can already tell this is gonna be some fucking great shit. Spectre. He also had a member on his channel named Royal Flush Gaming, and Thrash has defended the guy calling another black defended this guy calling another black content creator Big Cloud the N-word. All this while trying to call for Tango a racist. What? What? Bro, there's so much lore. You're bombarding me with lore, bro. Thank you for the 10, Spectre.
Things to do, other things to talk about. PlayStation State of Play, PlayStation Spider-Man coming up, looking fantastic. Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsports.
Who the fuck gets excited about wait, who gets excited about a Forza game? Yeah, he's not a funny troll, Teddy. I agree. Who gets excited for Forza? I don't get that. I don't get it. Who gets excited for another Forza game? People that care about graphics, right? Like, is that it? Is that all they care about, or the graphics aspect? Like, I don't get people that like racing games. One of my good friends has a full setup. I'm pretty sure he's got the fucking goggles. He's got a headphone. He has a full-blown racing chair for playing like NASCAR games. This isn't like the old PS2, like fucking, what was it? Holy shit. Remember the Hot Wheels game where they had the steering wheel and the pedals and shit? It's not like that. He has like a frame and everything. Every time I look at him, I think he's a psychotic motherfucker. I can't take him seriously. And people that love racing games and Forza, I will never understand you. How is that fun? This is crazy. How is it fun? How is it fun on any conceivable level?
Massive downgrade and lies that were said to us about 60.
Also said the N-word like a lot.
Oh, cool. I
counted
love
the
that.
amount of times he said the N-word, and it was almost 400 times. No hyperbole.
He's black, right? I'm just making sure. Because apparently he said it was racial what the Act Man said.
Like a Dragon Ball character.
Forza does sound like a Dragon Ball character. So if he's black and he just says it, I don't really care. It's no big deal. You're allowed to say it on YouTube if you're black. I'm not saying it. He's saying it.
Frames
before YouTube tries to take this stream down. He's the one saying it, not me.
per second and ray tracing and all that good stuff. I don't even think ray tracing is in the Series S, and their replays are at 30 frames. We need to talk about this kind of stuff. And stuff in junk.
Why is his microphone so ass? Why is his audio so unbalanced? Like, I shouldn't talk. I keep, like, overloading my microphone all the time because I talk really fucking loud. But I'm not, like, slurring. I'm not, like, slurring and going, I'm doing this shit. YouTube loves black guys.
But recently, this nerd right here made a YouTube video about me, or a part of it was about me while filming from his grandmother's living room. And
I'm loving the petty insults. I'm loving the petty insults. This is the kind of drama I live for, is stupid bullshit like this, right? Between two creators. It's all based on content. There's no fucking grooming or any gay shit like that. I hate all that. Keep that shit out of my face from now on. We're probably going to have to talk about something like that. But I don't like talking about it. I hate talking about it. I love shit like this. Shit like this makes me excited.
You know, this is one thing. I was actually going to do a daydreams about this. Not this, but just this stigma, right? And what daydreams is going to be about is...
This is the other thing. I don't see why people like shit on people that are in their mid to late 20s still living at home. Like, I haven't lived at home in, I think, since I was 19. I haven't lived at home. I haven't even lived in the same state as my family since I was 19. And I would rarely shit on somebody for living at home nowadays. You're just collecting money, bro. You're helping your parents out. I don't see a reason to like shit on someone for that. Unless they're a degenerate piece of garbage that doesn't do anything with their life. Then you can make fun of them. But like most Americans nowadays, it's like you don't move out until you're like 25. because the economy sucks.
Bigger YouTubers using the fact that they're bigger to try and bully or be right.
Oh no. Oh no. Is he using the punching down method? Are we using we using the punching down method? I love this defense. I love when people use this defense. It's my favorite. There's no such thing as punching down. I'm sorry. There's no such thing as punching down. Some of you motherfuckers need to get punched. There's no such thing as punching down. Ever. If PewDiePie decided to shit on someone with 100 subscribers, I'd be like, if that dude deserved the criticism, I really don't care. I really don't care. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit. Like if he decided to make a video and be like, this guy's retarded, who cares?
About stuff that they're fucking wrong about.
Thank you for the 5 pigeons.
You understand what I'm saying? Like this guy right here, we're gonna dissect his fucking horrible take.
Did you say taked? We're gonna dissect his horrible taked. 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 This dude, it can't be real. This is not a real person. You're all trolling me. This dude is not serious. There's no shot. There's no shot, bro. This guy isn't a real human being. This guy still thinks you can land on a gas giant. There's no shot this guy is a real person.
Video about horrible takes. Now, I can only speak for mine. Everybody else, I ain't give a damn about who he talked about. But he talked about Thrash, and we all know that Thrash, I come with the physics. I know.
Okay, Chef's whining. What's wrong, Chef? You okay? Oh, you just wanted to come in? Okay. I was wondering what you were yelling about. Okay. I don't believe this guy's a real person. I really don't. On any conceivable level. It's just not real. He just wanted to come in the room. That's why he was yelling, hello, hello, hello. And he talks about himself in the third person. Calls himself Thrash, and that he comes with the physics. Okay, dude.
More about gaming than this guy. And it's abundantly clear, and I will prove it. The fact that I know more about video games than the majority of the people who had something about me saying that you should be able to explore these planets and the sun in Starfield.
How do you explore the sun? Wait a minute.
The timestamps for Act Man's video are 240 to 748. Also, he makes console war videos while at work.
Wait a minute.
I couldn't think of something more pathetic.
Wait, he makes his videos at work? That's hilarious. Wait a minute. Did he just say exploring the sun? How do you explore the sun? You can't really get that close to it without your ship fucking melting due to the extreme heat. And you can't really land on it either, because the gravity would just destroy the ship if you were talking about real physics. So how do you explore the sun? How do you explore the sun, bro? Go at night? Yeah, you have to go at night. Listen, you can land on the sun if you go at night, because the sun is asleep and it's dreaming.
This is a joke. I refuse to believe otherwise.
I'm Teddy, that's where I'm at. I don't believe this guy's real.
No, and I said it. I tried to tell him in a tweet, and his dumbass read it and still didn't get.
Bring some water, chat. I'm asking you a serious question here. How do you land on the sun? I want your best answers in chat.
What I meant, because they don't know shit about video games in comparison to me.
Okay, bro.
It's hilarious.
This guy isn't real.
You could tell it's these types, the type that don't work out, got tattoos. Got, they don't even want to put contacts on, and live the life of a YouTuber, and because you have 1 million subscribers, you feel like you're big and bad, and nobody can say nothing to you. Well, guess what?
What?
Thrash is quite the content creator.
Wait a minute. Foiling? I can't even pronounce that word. And volcanoing. There's no way he said those exact words. The sun powers down at night. What do you mean? Exactly. The sun powers down at night, chat. That's my favorite one I've seen so far. Thank you for the 5.
This video will not get close to the views that you watch, but the people who do watch it will know that you are on some fuck shit, and you have been on some fuck shit for a very long time.
How?
I could have been said something about you, but I didn't. In fact, you thanked me for not saying some shit about you before. You hit my DMs up. I don't hit up y'all. Y'all hit me up privately, and I never said anything about it.
Show the DMs then. Show the DMs. Show them. I hate when people do that. It's like, man, you came to me privately, and I have you saying something to me privately. Show it. Show it then. Like, why lord it over someone's head? It makes you look like you have nothing. Show it.
Because I felt as though...
I can't imagine being a coworker walking by and hearing this. Wait! So you aren't joking. So Spectre wasn't... not Spectre. Fucking Pigeon wasn't joking. That this dude records these kinds of videos at work. That's not a joke. I thought you were fucking with me. I thought you were lying to me. I really did. Why is he acting like a poop butt ass? I have no idea, Gachi.
Explore the sun
Wait a
during
minute.
the winter time. It's colder. Also, he thinks that because it's fiction, you should land on the sun.
But they talked about trying to make it as realistic as possible. Like, the game's not fucking amazing. I'm not going to say Starfield is the greatest game of all time. If I had to rank it on Bethesda RPGs, I'd give it a 6.5 to 7. It's manageable, and it fills my time. I'm not going to say it's the greatest fucking game in human history, right? I'm never going to say that. Never. But I do understand what they were trying to do. To create a realistic space simulation game. And they did what they could. And I'm not saying it's amazing. I'm not saying it's bad. Does that make sense? But like assuming that they were going to program you to be able to land on the sun is a ridiculous concept. A ridiculous concept.
I didn't need to say nothing. I'm not the type to jump on the bandwagon of shit, but that's what you do. You jump.
Wait a minute. You jumped on the bandwagon of hating the game. There are 2 bandwagons that are happening at the same time right now. Think about that. There are 2 bandwagonings happen. One group loves Starfield. The other group hates Starfield. It's in general a bandwagon. You're all jumping on some form of a bandwagon.
On the bandwagon, and this bandwagon that you jumped on just made you look like a fucking idiot while you're trying to pretend that I'm the idiot. So, for those of you who haven't seen the video, here's the part of the video about me. And I made some cuts to avoid it being too long.
You had a whole hour.
So, this is what he had to say about me. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to play the video like I normally.
Why intro it then? Unless you have a bit or something like I did with the tipster thing to the Oz thing. Why even intro it?
I'll just play it and fuck that. I'm going to just break it down and just show the points where he's wrong, which is every point that he made about me. And I'm going to show you proofs of why at the same moment so we can have it fresh on the brain equilibriums. And
Bro, he's making up words. He's doing this on purpose. You guys are being trolled. There's no way this is a real person. You guys are being trolled. I'm being trolled. Everyone's being trolled by this guy. There's no way. He just said fresh on the brain's equilibriums. No. No, I refuse to believe this guy's real. I refuse to believe this guy's real.
I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a gamer who does YouTuber. This is a YouTuber who does YouTube, who plays games for his YouTube channel. I play.
Where's the differentiation? The Act Man makes his content based on the games that he's playing and makes reviews based on those games, whether they're good or not. you play games and then upload to your YouTube channel about if the game is good or not. How is there like a distinction? How is there like a difference? See the thing. What I'm a gamer. You're not a gamer. Is that really what's happening here? Is that his argument? Is that his argument right now? I'm a gamer. You're not a gamer. This is literally happening. This is real. This is a real human being. I thought it was a joke, and it's fucking real.
I play games for me, and I do YouTube just to talk YouTube. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't care about getting 1 million subscribers or pleasing you or following trends like these cats do. That's what they do. But according to my chat here, Thrash, you are a Sony pony, as they say. So you're a dude that dick rides for Sony.
Hey King Thrash, do you wanna collab with me on the project?
Nice, Daddy. But like, you still upload to your channel. I assume that you're still proud of what you've done on the channel. Like, I don't get it. Everybody does YouTube for many different reasons. Some people do it for money. Some people do it just for content. Some people do it just to be assholes, right? Like, there's multiple different ways of looking at YouTube. I just don't get that. I don't get how he's, like, pissed at this. Like, it's just another game reviewer criticizing another game reviewer. It's like, I don't know why there's such an evil distinction between the two. I don't know why he's just so hyper-focused on that. And don't get me wrong, there are things you can criticize the Act Man for 100% on certain aspects. You can criticize him. But I feel like in this case, I don't know yet. I haven't watched it. I'm curious. I'm curious what has to be said.
let's break down his video about me, and I'm going to show you exactly why he was wrong and even contradicts himself like an idiot. And also, he has this thing, and a lot of them have this thing to where they just hate. I don't want to say hate, because not hate. They just have this
Hate what? Hate
stigma
what?
about them, to thinking that black folks are ignorant.
Brucken get outclassed in a spelling bee by a newborn baby. He tries to gatekeep how people are gamers or not.
I give up. I
I
give up. I can't make. I can't. I can't.
He calls himself an S-class gamer. Ironically.
S-class gamer. This dude just pulled the race card about a video game drama. I need Leon. Video game drama turns into racism. Bro, it would be kind of funny if I called Leon and just be like, hey, I need your advice.
And look, I know this guy has called other people ignorant. He has, but he hasn't. But I've noticed something that happens when people are at his level of YouTube or a little bit lower. You know, people always want to try to make black folks look stupid.
Who goes out of their way to do that? Like actually, except for like actual hateful people. Like, bro, you're the one that's just making up words. You yourself are ignorant.
Because it's easy, right? Because people automatically believe it. That's why it's easy. Because people believe it, because most people believe that my people are dumb. I'm sorry, but I know way more about astrophysics than you. I know way more about video games than you.
I am curious how he knows more astrophysics. I'm very curious. I want to hear that. Oh god, my fucking nerd brain is going off right now because I love all that shit, right? I love astrophysics. I love archaeology, anthropology. I like nerd shit that I never talk about on this fucking channel. I'm so curious what he has to say about astrophysics.
You and the majority of the people that I will show you today. It is what it is. So let's break down this man's video.
Personally, I've been having a shitload of fun with the game, and the most shocking revelation of all is how polished Starfield is. I think I've encountered like a grand total of 4 bugs.
What the hell am I looking at?
After Fallout 76, I expected much worse.
Now,
retarded as he is, Leon should revoke Thrash's N-word pass.
True, he should. Okay, so before Thrash jumps onto this, I will say that the Act Man might be having a completely different experience than I have had. Because with the game, even though I installed it on the SSD, there's still issues with the game, right? Like there's moments where characters are flying or floating in the air, T-poses, like basic Bethesda bullshit. Have you noticed how the Act Man just framed that device right there? Where he's like, not a lot of bugs because I was expecting Fallout 76. That's not a crazy thing to expect out of Bethesda title that came after Fallout 76. A large launch title on top of that. Fallout 76 was hyped up to be this amazing fucking game, the most perfect game Bethesda's ever made, and it was a shit show. The Internet Historian made an entire goddamn video about how awful the launch was and how awful the game was. So it's not crazy to assume that people are going into that with the mindset of game-breaking bugs, not just like poor graphics. Little bit of a different thing here, Thrash.
From the jump, he comes with something that cannot be proven. He came to across a grand total of 4 bugs. Was he playing for an hour, or is that thing a lie? Because there are a massive amount of bugs in this game. It may not be as much as Fallout 76. Maybe not. It's on a new engine. It's on a new console. It shouldn't have barely any.
It sounds like he's I'm gonna be honest, bro. It sounds like you're struggling. It sounds like you're struggling to build an argumentative point here. It's on a new engine. Okay. New kinds of New kinds of glitches, issues, frame rate issues. There's things that do happen. Like, I'm not saying that it isn't. But when he compares it to Fallout 76, that's probably the mindset he was going into it with, is that this game's probably going to end up like Fallout 76. Maybe. 50 hours in, I've found like 3 bugs. I think for me, I've had maybe 5 max that like stick into my head, right? Like game-breaking bugs that like ruin the game for me. I think I've had like 5 since I installed it on the SSD. But the thing is, you're buying a Bethesda title. You know that there are going to be glitches in it. Like, you're already under the assumption that the game is going to have bugs in it and stupid bullshit that breaks it or stupid bullshit that happens in the game. Dialogue trees don't work. Guns don't work. Like, it's just, you're expecting it.
Bugs, but there are definitely plenty of bugs. And to pretend that you haven't seen them bugs is already fault number 1 for you, big dog. We know.
Pretend to not see those faults. So you're making an assumption. So this is the thing, right? So Thrash says that the Act Man's making an assumption on him, then it essentially makes an assumption about the Act Man. It's I love people like this. It's amazing. Holy shit. These people are great. They're fucking retarded. I love these people.
That you ain't beat this game and only seen 4 bugs. There's not a man on earth that have beaten this game and only have seen 4 bugs. So maybe try to tell us how long you were actually playing the game, because if you saw...
I beat the game, and I'm halfway through my second playthrough. I've only had 5 bugs. And I don't even give a shit about the console wars. I don't care about game arguments. I don't care about that shit. I'm a guy that likes to laugh at drama on YouTube. I've only had 5 bugs throughout my entire time playing it. And that's 5 game-breaking bugs that pulled me out of the immersion and ruined the game in some points where I had to walk away and come back. So I can see what the Act Man's talking about. 4 to 5. That's like not crazy.
4 bugs in 5 minutes. Well, then that might be on par to what's actually there in Starfield.
That's retarded. I want to see where he talks about the sun. Where's he talking about the gas giants?
Grandma's house, eating a chicken or egg salad sandwich, some kind of salad sandwich that you're eating
What the fuck? I just clicked on a random part and he's going off about a sandwich.
on with extra mayonnaise and mustard and fucking celery and cut up pickles that's cut too big and you left the stems on your grape as you ate them as.
Did you miss the update with Oz? Yes, we did go over the update with Oz. We're going over a couple of other things. If you want to rewind the stream and then catch up to us, Art and Gaming, you're more than welcome to.
You know what? Let's continue.
And this is why he's saying exploration is a lie, because he can't kill himself by flying into a gas giant.
No, that's not why I said it. But there's several reasons why I said it. But the main reason why I said it is because Todd Howard said that I could.
You may be wondering, just how big is this game? So we thought we'd take one last moment and show you. let's take
I'm so curious how this works. I'm so curious how he's gonna bridge the gap here. I'm so fucking curious, dude. But okay, chat. Do you think, one's in the chat, if you think Todd Howard said too much and maybe said you can land anywhere, assuming that people know their basic, they understand the basics of planets and the basics of a gas giant because we're all grown adults. Or two, Todd Howard said that you can land on a gas giant because you can land anywhere. Which one do you think it is? Because I'm in the camp of one. Kind of just assuming that people have a brain stem.
Literally the Black DSP.
The Black DSP, bro.
a look at one of our planets, Jemison. You can land in New Atlantis, but you can also land and explore anywhere on the planet.
Anywhere on the planet, okay.
It's not just this planet.
Okay.
It's all the planets in the system.
Oh my god, I knew it. He fucking overanalyzed the fucking any planet on the system. Bro, there's no way this dude was taking that seriously. This is the issue. You should never take game trailers seriously. Anything out of Todd's mouth is like overhyped, but to not understand the baseline understanding that even if they do code in gas giants, how the fuck are you going to land on them in general? Why would you able to land on them in general? Chef, what's wrong? Why are you whining? Oh, you just want to see Cax, don't you? You just want to see Cax. That's why. I get you.
It's all the planets in the system. It's all the planets in the system. It's all
Oh my god, does he just put this on a repeat? Asshole.
the planets in the system. It's all the planets in the
I
system.
don't feel like covering
It's
that.
all the planets in the system. It's all the planets in the system. It's all the planets in the system.
I mean, I find it hilarious that y'all made whole articles about your boy.
Oh no, bro. He can't be this retarded. He can't be this stupid, bro. Like, so he took Todd Howard at his exact word. At his exact word. How do you overanalyze that part? How do you do that? That's autism. It's That's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, God. Let's see here. I want to see where is... Oh, the sun. Oh, the sun.
That's another topic for another day for people with fourth grade educations, not the high level education white man people force power that you got.
Wait.
Endings, fully unscripted segments, 16 times the detail. Come on now.
Yeah, true. I was expecting stations like Halo 2 on them. Shut up. I taught science to third graders and they understood this better. True. To this day, I know you cannot land on a gas giant. You shouldn't even go near them. You can send like probes and shit, but they'll probably be fucking destroyed by the gravitational force. Like it's not difficult to understand that. It's you don't even need like a degree in astrophysics to understand that shit. Okay, can we talk about this part? Can we talk about this part? These high-level education, white man, people-focusing power you got. Why are you bringing race into it, dude? It's a video game dispute. Why race? I just don't get it. What's the point? Is it to make yourself look like a victim? Is that what it is? Vanguard, thank you for the 8 months, bro. I'm doing good. I'm actually doing great lately. Like, actually better than I have ever been in a very long time. Let's see here. High level of education of a white man. Bro, this is victim shit. This is victim shit. This is sad victim shit because you have nothing else. Like, you could criticize the Act Man on certain verbiage that he used and maybe, like, certain aspects that he may have overlooked. But, like, using the race card, dude, come
I was
on.
expecting stations.
Every fictional piece of media needs to establish its own rules and follow them. Starfield is science fiction and sci-fi has its own rules to follow. If you establish that a hyperdrive is the piece of hardware necessary to jump to lightspeed travel in Star Wars, then you can't let a fucking ship travel to light speed without a functioning hyperdrive. It's like, why is the Avatar the only one who can bend all four elements? Why?
So
I want to get to the sun. I want to hear the sun part.
No homo.
Where's the sun? Where's the sun? I need the sun. Okay, we're here.
In order for those rules to be followed, because that fictional thing that you made has to have things happening because of that fictional thing is stopping it from doing other things, right? So what in the fuck is stopping Starfield from fucking making the rule that you can go to a gas giant, especially when they said we can travel to all these planets? It should.
They sent a probe to Jupiter, and it got destroyed. Also, he thinks we know nothing about Jupiter, or even the moon, and that humans landed on the moon once.
Wait a minute. He thinks that we don't understand the moon? Does he believe that we didn't land on the moon? Is that the kind of person I'm dealing with here? You could travel to them. You could travel to a gas giant all day. You can't land on them.
Be in the rule. There should be somewhere in the rules that lets us travel to all planets like they said we could travel to all these planets. The fact that we can't is not my fault. The fact that we can't is their fault, because other games have done it like I showed. You can make up something on the fuck.
What game? Mass Effect? Mass Effect landing on a gas giant? Didn't you? Okay, so Mass Effect 2, you land on the broker ship inside a gas giant. I know that. I love that game. It's fucking one of my all-time favorite RPG games from BioWare. I don't remember ever landing in a gas giant.
I am trying to be nice. But if Trash is pulling the race card, I swear I make a vid that cause I'm getting sick of hear that.
Yeah, bro, I'm sick and tired of people that like pull race cards or like stupid debate cards and shit. It's boring. Fuck these debate people that focus on semantical shit. I fucking hate it. I just want to laugh at retards. And Thrash is maybe my favorite so far. You probe a gas giant. That was like maybe the most you could do in Mass Effect is that you probe a gas giant. I know that much.
Can fly. If you could build a grav drive that can make you fold space further, then how about have that grav drive need some new armor? In fact, there's a fucking mission where you need to upgrade your armor to actually withstand more pressures because you fly close to a gas giant.
That doesn't mean you can land on it, you fucking asshole. Okay, listen. I'm just gonna be upfront. Is this guy autistic? Like, is he just like, does he have like issues? Because I feel like I'm beating up a stupid person. Like, I feel like I'm beating up like somebody with like it's just so dumb. You had to upgrade your ship to go close to a gas giant, not to land on it, but he's expecting you to be able to land on it. It's a gas giant. The word gas is in the name. There's nothing to land on, you autistic fuck.
You know what I'm saying? So it's in the rule set.
You withstand electromagnetic pressure, not gravitational pressure. That mission. So true.
To begin with. So it's in the rule book, right? So who wrong? Swear to God, the more subscriptions these niggas get, the more dumber they get because they feel like they get validated by the fucking like button, bro. Just because people like your shit don't make you right, my nigga. You sound stupid as fuck by the minute, my nigga.
I cannot believe this is a real human being. Where's the transcript? I need the sun. Where's the transcript? Show the chance. Show it. We're looking for the sun now. Uh-oh.
If the laws of physics can be defied just because it's a fictional setting, then why can't Kratos just fly in the air? I mean, he's a god, so why not?
So true. Okay, so it's not pulling anything involving sun in the transcript. Flying to the sun. All right, hold up. Okay, I'm seeing something about sun in here.
Has the nerve to come at me about talking about what I said about Starfield and Starfield
Oh God, now he's mad at Asmongold. Now he's mad at Asmongold.
Controversies. When this was the same man who tried to fly into the sun when he got Starfield. I was saying exploring gas giants was a lie, even though they lied to controversy. When they ain't even say nothing about flying to the sun, and your ass attempted that. It's like you're like the living proof that people would naturally want to actually fly to and see what would have happened if you went to these things.
Oh, God, bro. Just because there's a sun there doesn't mean that you can fucking land on it. Holy shit. Yeah. Like, I get where he's coming from. He's like, well, Asmongold is a great example as to why people want to land on the sun. But that doesn't mean you can. It doesn't mean that Bethesda has to code it in just because they said, oh, you can land on planets. Any planets in the system. It's a gas giant. A star is a gigantic ball of explosions of gas. You can't really land on it. You would die instantly.
You see, it's crazy that people are pretending that if it did have it in these games, that it wouldn't be a highlight in these games.
That's not what they're saying. They're saying if it's based on... Okay, bro. I'm done. Thrash is retarded. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Like basic science?
No,
Does he know what a solid, liquid, and gas are?
No. Let's see here. Teddy, YouTube has recorded all correspondence regarding band notifications. They told you you're right and you're wrong. Doesn't matter what you think. The Wayback Machine has YouTube has records. Oh my God. Did you just copy and paste the old Quantum TV fucking comment that I still have pinned on my channel? That's funny. Do not berate him at all. Do not go to his channel. But that was funny. That was funny. But do not go to his channel. No more. That was funny. That was funny. I'm giving that a like. That was funny. Don't go to his channel. Don't do it. But that was funny. All right, I'm done with Thrash. I can't stand Thrash's bullshit anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's over. It's Jover, as they say. It's Jover. Let's see here. All right, we're winding down here. I want to talk about one thing. In context, does anyone remember when we covered the White Bowser a while back? Yeah, let's get up to 100 likes, people. Thank you so much for watching. We've had over 200 people watching, 155 people watching. Thank you guys so much. Does anyone remember the White Bowser shit? Okay, so at least one person does. So White Bowser, for people that don't remember or need a refresher, White Bowser is like this brand new budding lolcow that Kiwi Tapes and Smokey MCC have been covering for a long time. They brought him onto a show. They exposed him for being a creep and sexually harassing a girl, showing hentai to minors, like gross people shit, right? Like shit that is 100% something that you should be going to jail for. Now, Kiwi Tapes' video reached, I think, close to 200K views. So the White Bowser has actually been privacy complaining all the videos made about him. Every single video. And the ones especially against Kiwi Tapes, because that's the one that blew up and made him a household name. So I'm just doing an update so you guys can check out Kiwi Tapes and Smokey MCC. Smokey and Kiwi do amazing fucking podcast. Too High for Stupid. I love all their content. It's a great place to find creepy fucking internet people. That's how we found Tony last time, the White Bowser, the Daniel Larson shit. These guys are great at documenting the fucking lolcows. And I think it's bullshit that Bowser, this fucking disgusting degenerate, has done this. The White Bowser is filing a privacy complaint against my video on him. Extremely rich considering all the people whose personal information he put out there. So there's another aspect. So the White Bowser has also doxed people around him and people who have been dealing with the story. So he's also a doxer. So it's kind of funny that he's filing privacy complaints. We haven't got up to the update yet. I don't want you guys reading that just yet. I will do everything in my power to fight this, but if the video disappears, then that's why. I will just rework and re-upload. If it comes to that, Bowser's old chat logs from his Discord server were just made public. Some of the most depraved stuff I have ever read. And now, more than ever, he wants people to forget things he had done. All info he revealed himself. The White Bowser is abusing YouTube systems once again to try and cover up what he has done. So, you're thinking to yourself, Chris, what's these old Discord chat logs? Now, I do not have them on hand Too High for Stupid, their podcast, did it together. I recommend watching that. I can tell you right now, though, one of the DMs said that the White Bowser wanted to show the kids in his Discord a AI picture of John Cena doing something horrible to a 13-year-old. He admitted to that. That's a real leak that's a real thing that the White Bowser has said, and showed John Cena doing horrible shit to a minor. An AI picture. Yes, that is a real fucking thing. I don't have the DMs on me, but you're going to have to watch Too High for Stupid or Kiwi Tapes' content on it, because I don't have that information. That is all specifically with them, because obviously they have all the information. I don't speak to Kiwi Tapes. I don't speak to Smokey. I follow Smokey on Twitter, but I haven't asked him for that. But I just wanted to give you an update how fucked this guy is. So one day ago, Kiwi Tapes updated the messages uncovered on the White Bowser's old Discord server go far beyond anything previously thought. That's the John Cena thing I told you. We were talking about some of the most disgusting stuff I've ever covered. So check out Too High for Stupid, the episode that they just did yesterday. I watched the whole thing while I was out doing my shit that I have to do for myself. I was watching it during that and in between, and it's some of the most disturbing shit I've ever seen. There's also a guy that archives all the White Bowser's old shit called Froggy Donut. You could also check him out as well. Apparently he archives all of White Bowser's shit. So give some support to Kiwi Tapes. Go to his comment section, say that fuck the White Bowser, you know, all that shit. Kiwi Tapes doesn't deserve it, right? I believe that somebody that writes that shit to minors deserves to keep getting fucking clowned on for the rest of his life. People that commit crimes get to clowned on for the rest of their life. They lose that privilege. I really do. Just wanted to give you guys a brief update. Now, who told me about this? Best in the world? Best of the world? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I already forgot. Hold on. I'm fucking retarded. Best in the world. Thank you. So, Best in the World told me about this in the chat before we got started. We're talking about my favorite person on the internet, DSP. And I know a lot of my viewers are rolling their eyes right now. A lot of people hate when I talk about DSP, but there's moments where I have to talk about it. If you could tell by the title that Snort Hogan has put out, DSP speaks on incest. Says you could do whatever you want. That is a title I never expected to see on YouTube. Like, I've seen Destiny debate, like, incest and weird shit like that. I've seen him do it. It's fucking... I'm full-fledged stop on that shit. Don't even fucking consider it, you disgusting fucking monsters. Do not commit incest. But I wasn't expecting it to come out of Darkside Phil's mouth. I need to skip Hogan's intro, because Hogan's intro is great, but I've seen it so many times. I need to see what the fuck Phil had to say. The DSP incest take has dropped. Didn't DSP react to 9/11? Holy shit. I forgot about that. That was another thing. Hold on. Review Tech USA. I don't know how far back it is, but I'm pretty sure he quote tweeted it. Net nobody blocked Rich. Weird.
Didn't DSP react to 9/11?
I have to find it. You reminded me just now that DSP did a reaction to 9/11. Holy shit, Rich. You tweet so much in one given day. Wait a minute. What was that? Wow. I'm not laughing at 9/11. I'm laughing at Phil. The sheer fact that Phil did this. He fucking reacted to 9/11. Oh, God. I can't. It's all Tevin's fault. Tevin's the one that donated it, bro. I can't believe that's a real thing. I need to hear DSP's incest take.
Okay, you ready for this? Here we go. Listen to this question, everyone. I swear to you, you're going to be like, what in the hell is going on?
I'm so curious what the hell's going on, Phil.
Here we go. Do you think incest can be morally neutral?
Oh no, the incest debate. The minute I say that, all I hear is Bunk calling into the stream going, well, actually, we need to have a conversation about that. I can already tell I'm going to get one debate bro calling in later about the incest debate. The sheer fact that Phil answered this. Phil, you don't have to answer every question, dude. You don't have to do it. You don't have to answer every question. No more, bro. No more. Chris, just be careful. Phil, you said he's going to say copyright strikes to anyone who uses his raw content, possibly even React channels. Yeah, I've covered Phil before. He has yet to copyright strike me, and if he does, I have someone who really hates Phil that will help me. I have somebody who fucking despises Phil who will help me, so I'm not concerned.
Why or why not? The main objection towards incest is birth deformities. What about same-sex relationships? What would be the objection there? You can't say it's weird or gross because that would be an objection towards emotion and not logic. You can't say it's wrong because society says it's wrong. You can't appeal to society because society gets things wrong all the time, like gay marriages. You can't say society has progressed and evolved from incest because society's progress doesn't inherently determine moral neutrality. Moral assessments are typically based on potential harm or consent.
Phil. What the fuck? What? Phil. Thank you for the 5 though, Vanguard. Phil. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is not something Darkside Phil should be answering. He should be complaining and whining about the lack of money he's getting on stream. Which, by the way, thank you, everybody. We definitely beat out DSP for his monthly... We beat out DSP for a whole week of his streams. We beat him out by a whole week for donos today. Thank you guys so much. Phil, why in the living fuck are you the one talking about incest? Why are you answering this question? Why are you doing this? What prompted your fucking brain to answer this question? Is it just because he's been streaming for like 7 years now, or however fucking long? Like, come on, man. Come on.
So what exactly is wrong with two 18-year-old brothers or sisters having a sexual relationship, assuming there's no power dynamics that are at play?
Come on, Phil. Answer the question. Answer the question, Phil. Answer the question. Do it. Look at him. He's so smug. He's like, I could definitely answer this question. Phil, do it. 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 Do it.
Yes, someone actually is trying to ask me, a random game streamer on YouTube.
Which, fair to Phil, that's a weird-ass question to ask a gaming streamer. Listen, I don't normally defend Phil on this channel. But that's like asking me what my thoughts are on that shit. I won't answer you. I will think you're a deranged lunatic. I won't even read your fucking comment. Phil answered this. I don't know why. Why even give it credit? Why even acknowledge its existence? It has to be a troll. There's no one else in his chat other than like Dents and trolls. That's it. There's no in between. There's not like the occasional fan in his stream or anything like that. No. It's either the hardcores or the trolls. And Phil, if somebody's asking you about a non-game related question about incest, I'm pretty sure that's a troll. Don't answer those.
This question, and expecting that I'm going to have an intelligent answer. All right? However,
Phil, you were so good. You said, expecting me to answer this and have an intelligent answer. Bro, right there. That's where you cut it off. If you think I'm going to have an intelligent answer, that means you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Don't answer the question, Phil. It's the caveat of however. That is the real problem. Now we're getting into Phil is going to try and look smart. This is going to be great.
However, are you ready for this?
This is great. I'm ready. I'm ready, Phil.
I'm ready. My quick take on it.
Yes, Phil.
Right?
I want your take on incest.
On this planet Earth, you can do whatever you want.
Just remember, did you cover when Phil got butthurt over a parody that was 6 years old? he was super pissed about that didn't finish the vid lol.
We might have to watch that on like a fuck around stream.
There's no one out there that can stop your action. What they can stop is the consequences to your action. Do you understand? So, excuse me, what they can't do is have consequences for your actions, what I meant to say. You can have any relationship you want on Earth. You could be in love with your brother or sister. You could be in love with a rock. You could be in love with an elephant.
Come
You
on,
do whatever
Phil.
you want, right?
Where are you going with this, Phil? Where are you going with this, Phil? Why are you saying people can love rocks and elephants? Where are you going? Where are you going? Phil, this is an easy answer. If you're sexually attracted to animals, inanimate objects, and your brother or sister, you're mentally unwell. It's that easy, Phil. Why are you adding more to this?
But then you have to live with the consequences, correct? And I think that's what a lot of people have issues with, is they don't understand how consequences work in life. So they think, is there free will? Is there not? Is there this? Is there that? Well, in life, you have to live with consequences of what you do, correct? Personally.
Personally. You have to live with the consequences. Personally, though, come on, Phil. Come on. What's the next level of this? What's the next level?
For me, if you're saying you're looking for a romantic partner on this planet, correct? Does it not make more sense to find a romantic partner of someone out there who you have not spent a significant amount of time of your life with, but you...
Okay. Before Phil sounded... Okay, so listen. Phil was like, why ask this question? Good Phil point. Phil starts going on a rant about it. Bad Phil point. Now we're at a kind of decent take where he's like, wouldn't you want to be with somebody that you barely know so that there's more of an interest and you expand your horizons? You know, that's not a bad Phil take. I wonder how he's going to fuck it up.
You find someone who's the right person.
I'm waiting for when he fucks it up.
And you have that time period where you get to know them better. You find out what your similarities are, what your differences are.
Mm-hmm.
You essentially
come on,
find
Phil.
that
How are you gonna
one
fuck
in a
this
million
up? How are you gonna fuck this
who's
up,
right
Phil?
for you.
How are you gonna fuck
now,
this
even
up?
that statement may be an over exaggeration because in
Not
reality,
really.
do you really think that
Come on,
everyone
Phil.
who falls in love is one in a million? Probably not.
Come on, Phil.
Probably, you know, it's people who
Come on.
They find someone who they get along with, and then they want to spend the rest of their life with.
Come on,
because
Phil.
They get along and they support each other. And
I really hope Phil sticks the landing on this. I hope he's not this stupid. I really hope he sticks the landing.
they love each other, etc., etc. It's probably not a one in a million thing, correct?
Okay,
However,
nice, Phil.
when it comes
it's
to
okay.
who on earth are we going to be romantic with?
Come on, Phil.
If you're someone you've already grown up with.
I'm rooting for Phil not to fuck this up. I'm actually rooting for Phil not to fuck this up. This is insane.
You spent a significant amount of your time with a brother, a sister, a family member already, right? Doesn't really have much meaning, does it? In my opinion, like that doesn't make any sense to me.
That's his. What about the genetic issues that come with it, Phil? What about the family bond aspects of it, Phil? It's not time. It's genetics. It's genetics. It's the family bonds that society has. There are aspects to it that you should not fucking cross, which is fucking your brother or sister. You should not be doing that in your life. Why are you going deeper into this? Why are you going deeper? This is so bad. This is not going well. It sounded good at the beginning, right, chat? It sounded good. It sounded like Phil was gonna stick the landing. Instead, he's stumbling again. He's stumbling again.
Like, of all the people who I'd want to spend the rest of my life with, it's not the people I spent my young years with. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I love my family, but for me to have a romantic relationship with someone for the rest of my life, I want to have someone who I went out there and I found someone who was meaningful to spend time with, who isn't me or isn't part of that core family that I've already have been forced to be with.
Okay, Phil.
You understand?
Okay.
Like, that's romance, is you find someone out there who you really connect with, but you've been through different life experiences, you've been through different things. Your brother and sister, you have not been, you're living in the same house. You've essentially had the same
Phil, genetics. It's not just living in the same house, dude.
life, right? Especially your formative years. That doesn't make any sense to me at all, that people would want to be with someone who's a family member or anything like that. If anything, listen, do you like to get together with your family around the holidays or for special
Where are you
events
going?
or whatever? Keep them close.
I'm like waiting for the fuck up. I'm waiting for it.
Sure, You care about them, you love them, a platonic love of your family. But I wouldn't ever romantically fall in love with someone I was growing up with as a family member. It doesn't even, that whole idea of romantic love doesn't make sense to me. It's not the same. You see what I mean? I don't think it is the same. Perhaps people are misunderstanding what it is, what romance even is, romantic love. That could be what it is. If that's the only kind of love and affection you've ever felt in your life was from your direct family members, then maybe that's why you have messed up thoughts in your head about romance. You know what?
This is degenerate. Why are you talking about it this deep, bro? Why are you doing? That's an easy answer. No, it's bad. It's degenerate, and you should be hanged. Like, if you're having sex with your fucking brother or sister, you need to be fucking castrated.
That family is more inbred than the royalty from ancient times.
True. There's so many, dude. There was a place I knew about when I was younger. It was like called Onion Town, and the cops weren't allowed in there. Like, okay, I'll tell you guys a weird story. So, like, when I was younger, right, there was a place called Onion Town, and you couldn't, like, the cops couldn't go in there, and there were rumors that if you went in there with recording devices, the Hicks and the incest Hicks, because they all fuck each other in this town, will, like, abduct you or something. I couldn't tell if it was, like, true, Teddy. Like, there was this whole thing where they were like, they're going to abduct you, right? And that was found out to be fake. And everyone thought the incest shit was fake, too. But it was real. A documentary crew went into this town, and all these people were just fucking each other's brothers and sisters. That shit is disgusting. Horrible human beings that live in that fucking area. I can't imagine extrapolating this deep on an incest question, knowing about what Onion Town is. Because anytime I thought about that place, even now, I'm like, this is disgusting. I hate everything about this. Anyone that says that you fucked your brother and it's a good thing needs to be fucking destroyed. You need to be ruined. Phil, you explained too much. You almost stuck the landing, but you lost me. Good job, Phil. You lost me. I hated every minute of that. Jesus Christ. All right. Let's see here. Damn, we still got 140 people watching. Damn, love to see it. Let's see here. I think that's it for tonight. I think we've done everything. Let me see if anyone's live right now. I'm gonna see if I can redirect you somewhere. Don't leave just yet, okay? I want to see who's live. Let's take a quick peek. I like rating people with an audience like this. Let me see here live. Does Review Tech USA have restream? Okay, Phil. Okay, Review Tech USA does not have redirect
For you.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you guys over to Rich. Tell Rich I said hi. I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching today. Genuinely appreciate it. I think that's where we're going to end off. I'm going to be perfectly honest to people like Mr. Gamer. We may talk about that in the future, but not yet. I want to see what more information comes out with that. I'm not super keen on jumping on a bandwagon like that just yet. There's a lot of evidence, but I haven't gone through it, and I don't want to say anything that's a serious problem. I do want to say thank you. Big shout outs to the donators today: Pigeon Salad, Gaming Witch, QTV, Vanguard, Jax, fucking Quiet Try, Teddy, Spectre, and everybody who donated today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate all that you do. You have no idea how much it means to me still to this day. Even if we have 200 people just for one topic, having you guys stick around after with 150 plus, that means a lot. Thank you all for watching. Go over and say hi to Rich for me. He's a good guy. He helped shout out my channel the first ever time. Without Rich, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great night.